God's wrath. God is angry, okay, with these people and also upon their judgment on the Jewish people, and God is not having it. God is very precious when it comes to his chosen Jewish people, and it's not coincidental, okay? And you know I love you, Howard. It is not coincidental, okay, the wrath of God that has come upon Iran. And it's not coincidental that just during the last days of the precious days of Hanukkah that this terrible earthquake happened. It's God's wrath. God is not pleased. Okay, I'll talk to you later, Hal, but God is not pleased. That's how come the wrath of God has come upon Iran. God is not pleased with what they're doing over there. Thank you.
Oprah Winfrey, Negro woman of the South.
All right, so you got
Raymond Norman.
You heard it here first.
Winfrey, Negro woman from the South.
Hey, Mary.
No word on the Michael Jackson tape.
No, we're still in negotiation. A lot of voicemail coming in.
Hey, Marianne.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Lousy.
Why are you feeling lousy
Because
for?
Howard's been away for 2.5 weeks and I'm in a deep depression.
They call in together.
Really? What are you going to do?
I can't wait till he comes back, Eric, tomorrow morning.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's good. I'm happy to hear that.
All I need is Howard in my life.
Welcome back, Howard.
Howard, we missed you, Howard. We love you.
Howard, you're the king. I love you.
Howard St. Bart's, Howard.
Howard St. Martin, Howard.
St. Bart's, Eric.
No, St. Martin.
It was St. Bart's.
No, it was St. Martin.
I'd rather know Howard's dinner with Steve Martin. Maybe there's a new movie deal being
It was
worked.
St. Martin.
St. Bart's, Eric.
St.
Howard,
Martin.
so good you're back, Howard. Life sucks without you. The radio stinks. It's been a real drag, and I look forward to hearing you every single day live, Howard.
Marianne, it was St. Martin.
St. Bart's, Eric.
Can I make it back?
All I need is Howard in my life.
All I need is Marianne to shut up.
Love you, Eric.
Marianne,
What?
can I say one thing to you?
Yeah,
I love you.
love you. I love Howard. All right, Eric.
I love
gotta
Howard,
go.
too. Hey, by the way, Artie, it was great to see you over the weekend on Friday night.
Thanks for inviting me, Eric.
Yeah, because you didn't want to go.
Bye.
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 There it is. Those two working in tandem.
A team.
Fascinating.
No. Those two are very interesting.
Yeah.
I could listen to them all day.
St. Bart. St. Martin. St. Martin.
Steve Martin, St. Bart's.
Your boyfriend called in about 1 million times.
What's he up to?
Oh, yeah. He talks about Kwanzaa, the Today Show window, Clay Aiken, all of it.
Yeah, here we go with Kwanzaa. Do you believe these niggas? They just started this holiday in 1966. And, of course, they got to have it right after our Christmas. You know what I mean? And they even ripped the Jews off with their damn menorah. Hey, chicken-eating, porch monkey nigger bastards. Kwanzaa sucks, porch monkey bastards, put the candelabra up your monkey.
There's never going to be peace in the world with guys like that.
We got to get rid of him.
Yeah, but then he starts talking about how he's in love with you and what he's going to do to you.
Robin, my little chocolate chimp, how are you, baby?
Chimp.
Happy New Year. Listen, for the New Year, why don't we make a TV show together? I'll be that super dynamic hero, Meat Missile Man, and you can be my little slave nigga chimp. We'll ride around in a motorcycle in a sidecar, and every episode will end with me spraying my mayonnaise all over you, nigga. I love you, honey. You're my main nigga. Mayonnaise for the nigga.
Wow.
He's crazy about you.
I know. He's torn. He hates blacks, but he loves me.
He loves you. You're his number one. You want more of him?
Sure, he could go on for days.
Oh, he does. I'm literally playing you 1/3
You're kidding.
of what he, 1/10 of what he leaves.
I can't believe these jerk-offs outside the Today Show window at 7 a.m. nonetheless. That means they got to get up like about 6 to get ready. On their vacation, they're doing this. These out-of-town...
6, I think they get there like at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
It is weird.
I don't understand that people come just to go stand there.
Yeah. Well, you get to talk to Al Roker.
Maybe.
faggots. What a bunch of jerk-offs.
I got to agree with the guy.
Window jerk-offs.
Does make a point there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know how he's much better.
Let's get a movement going to get rid of this Clay Aiken. Oh, I'm telling you. He looks like a mule-faced faggot. You know what I mean? He's definitely taking it up the down on West 4th Street. Yup. It's as big as a manhole cover down there. That's how bad he's reamed out. He's a faggot. He's a faggot. He thinks it is a manhole cover.
Then he wants
Manhole
thank you. Then he wants to sit. Imagine living next door to him and hearing him yelling.
I hope he lives in a rural area and there's nobody around.
I hope he lives next door to a black guy.
Well, I don't think that's possible.
Because then he wants to send all of the sick cows
The mad cows, yes.
to black people. That's his other thing. I listen to this guy.
Let's get many head of cattle and drive the herds into nigger neighborhoods so they can all get mad cow disease for the monkeys. That'd be a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen.
Would you ever go out with this guy?
I'm considering. It's so funny.
Look out for the niggas, look out for the niggas, look out for the niggas.
Well, there you go.
Will he ever come here and show his face?
No. Are you kidding?
I'd love to see what he looks like.
Would you agree to go on a date with him if he showed his face?
Yes.
Because that might get him to come out.
That would get him to come here.
Yeah.
I got to see him.
Yeah, we've tried, but
He ain't coming out. Huh?
he ain't coming out. He's not going anywhere. Britney Spears, most did you give me? Jeff the Drunk, you're on the air. Jeff the Drunk, you're on the air.
Oh?
Oh?
Yes?
What's up?
Hey, dude, come on.
What's up?
You got to be. You can't be serious.
Sorry.
Is this
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
I'm moving.
Really?
Yep.
Where to? What country?
To a trailer park.
Oh.
Oh.
It's gotten that bad?
I can't believe a guy who doesn't work and drinks all day is moving to a trailer park.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
What's this country coming to?
How is it that a guy who is such a good-natured guy walks around in a big smelly cowboy hat all day, has a horrible presence, doesn't clean himself up,
Hand stamper at a pool.
right, then loses
that
that,
job.
repeatedly gets arrested for DUIs, who doesn't go to work?
If that guy's got to go to a trailer park, what's wrong with this country?
It's time for a change in the administration.
Obviously, this administration is messing up.
Right. Well,
He slipped through the safety net.
now what do you mean? Did you buy a trailer park home?
Yeah.
Oh, then that's good.
So you sold your house, your mom's house.
Yeah, my mom told me.
Right. And your mom probably couldn't afford to live where she was anymore. She said, well, you know what we'll do? We'll sell the house, make some money, and put some of the money in the trailer park house, and then we'll have money left over to live.
Right.
She looked at her son and said, we belong in a trailer park.
Jeez. And did you ever think to say to your mother, Mom,
I'll get a job.
I'll get a job. Don't sell the house. This is the house you love, and this is the house you grew up with.
No, well, see, she really can't live here.
Why not?
Because you're there.
Because she can't.
Why can't she live there?
Because she can't walk around, or it's like uneven. She can't really walk around the house at all.
You couldn't.
Mine ain't gonna.
I gotta move to a trailer park. Why don't you people care about me? I gotta move to a trailer park.
So really, the trailer park is better.
Yeah, I suppose.
And you ever see those trailer park homes? There ain't a lot of living space in there.
Oh, no. You're getting a double wide, though, aren't you?
We're getting, 70-footer.
Yeah, see?
Sweet.
70 whole feet, huh?
70-footer.
You can really spread out in there. I guess your mom will probably lose track of you in there.
You'll take the front, she'll take the back. You won't know each other's
I live at
home.
one end, she's at the other end.
It's my job to unplug our house every night.
She's calling Jeff on the phone. Jeff, are you here?
Jeff,
We're going to have to put in an intercom.
it's my job to empty the crapper.
Yeah, what's the deal? Do you have, like, one of those porta sand things attached to it? Like, you have to empty it out?
No.
Where does it go?
That's what they do.
There's no cesspool.
Oh, I don't know.
You gotta empty it.
I never lived in one before.
It's like being a dog. Like, after you move your bowels, you got to pick it up with a
You
bag.
got a pooper scooper.
It's an aluminum mansion.
It's a mansion on wheels.
So you say you have a 70-footer. What about your neighbors? What kind of footage do they
Oh,
have?
I really don't know.
Those losers, 40 tops.
Did you get a nice plot?
Yeah.
So what do? You hook up. It's a home that's hooked up to. It's not a mobile home. It's not one of those things you can drive away in.
No.
No, that's like a luxury RV. You've got one of those things where it's kind of standing there and there's a bunch of tin, like aluminum cans next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they still keep the axle and the wheels, don't they? So you could go. If you
Yeah, you could go.
Today a trailer, someday a Winnebago.
So how many bedrooms in this thing?
3.
Oh.
And,
3 bedroom, 2 full baths.
Wow, look at that.
A living room.
You haven't taken
Living
2
large.
full baths in 20 years.
you got to understand, they cram that into 70 feet.
But yeah, does it have like the fold-up table? Because the kitchen and the living room sort of like are the same.
You got an
No,
attached.
they're not the
You got an attached fold-up table?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. Could save some space there.
I got 3 beds when I have 2 chicks over.
Hey, Jeff, I hope there's room for your book collection somewhere.
Yeah, me too.
Books are like kryptonite. Books are like kryptonite to Carl.
But what about if Jeff brings a girl home? How's he going to sneak her past?
You know what? That ain't going to happen.
I don't think that scenario's been considered. Baby, be
back
quiet.
door is
My
open.
mom's over there, and I've got a boil on my ass. You don't want to wake up my mom. Why'd you have to leave your old house? It was uneven. I've never heard that before.
Well, yeah, I don't even understand what that means.
You know what that means.
To walk on, for my mother to walk on.
She can't walk on it because it's uneven?
Because, you know, it's like lumpy and stuff. You can't
lumpy.
walk on.
If this trailer is rocking, don't come a knocking.
So the floor was lumpy and you have to leave?
No.
Well, we had to leave, honey.
Dumbass.
Lumpy
It ain't
floor.
the floor. I'm talking about the ground.
So how much money did you get for your old house?
85.
So you took the
100?
85, and what'd you have to pay for the
No, you dumbass. 1,000.
85,000?
Yeah.
Well, you're sitting like a king now. And how much does it cost for the new home, the
Like
trailer home?
30 something.
All
Oh,
right,
my
so-
goodness, you're in the money.
So you got 50 grand to live on.
Dumbass.
but-
What are you going to do with the money?
I don't know. It's not mine.
You'll find a way to get your hands on it.
2 words, mustache rides.
Are you kicking in some of your SSI to help with the bill?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm helping.
You know how much he drinks? That's his whole SSI check.
Right, he doesn't charge her for the booze.
That poor mother.
It's back to domestic beers.
All right.
Only drinking Budweiser.
I got an issue with Curro.
What's that?
I gave him my mint 4 rows behind third Yankee.
They were sweet.
And someone told me you sold them and didn't go to the game.
Oh, baloney, I went.
A friend of mine said he saw you walking away from the stadium at about 10 to 7.
Artie, baloney. I was there, dude.
All right.
I swear to God.
I'll believe
You
you.
saw the whole game?
I saw, well, not all of it.
Aw.
I saw, okay, I was going about maybe,
That was the night they clinched. Why would you leave early?
no, I didn't leave early, Artie. Listen.
Bitch.
I went out and I was starving.
Aw.
The guy says, hey, Jeff, you want a beer? I said, yeah, sure. I said, I'd rather have a hot dog. He's like, well, I'll buy you one of those, too. So we had a beer and a hot dog. He said, oh, can I introduce you to some of my buddies? I said, sure. So I went walking through the crowd.
You didn't have enough money for a beer and a hot dog? You're
Course
sitting in
not.
Artie's mint seats?
Wait a minute.
Of course he does.
And then what happened? You walked through the crowd and couldn't find your way back?
No, I found my way back.
He's saying he missed some of the game.
I got to the seat just as Bertie Williams hit the home run.
Just
You know what I
So
would
you
love?
missed most of the game.
I would love to, like, have a separate channel where, like, you could have the Yankee game on the radio, but you let him be the announcer. Wouldn't you
That's
listen?
sweet.
Bernie Williams. The Yankees are bringing you Mariano the pitch.
No, mostly he's going out to get beer and hot dogs.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Seth Here's Darren Jeter. Nice.
All right, man. Good luck with that new home.
Oh,
Call us from the new house.
Right. Yeah, give us a
I'll
call.
you something new bad. I'm not getting that.
Yeah, you know, are you going to move yourself or are you going to have a moving company handle things?
I think we're gonna. I'm not gonna move
This is-
anything, but I think, you know, my brothers and sisters well.
I missed Jorge Posada's Homer. I was in the crapper.
But wait a minute, Jeff. There's a lot of stuff in a house that you can't move into a trailer. So you guys having a yard sale?
I think it's a fresh start.
Let's sell our old couch.
Who's the lucky couple that got to get that? I think I'm probably going to have the place fumigated.
Yeah, who needs that couch?
No one's selling my bumper pool table.
You're probably not bringing a lot of stuff with you. You're starting fresh, right?
Yeah, probably.
Fresh.
I think the trailer is fully furnished, isn't it?
Does Jeff have anything of value? Like, I mean, is there anything he values personally that he'd have to bring with him to the new house?
Pictures.
Pictures?
I have awesome pictures.
Pictures? All right, dude.
Autographs.
What pictures?
Autographs, okay.
Pictures of beer.
I'm bringing all my pictures. Tom Seaver.
All right, and Jeff, here's $500.
Oh, thank you, Howard.
An Xbox game system and the Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude video game. Help Larry learn it's not who you impress, but who you undress on Xbox, PS2, and PC today.
It's
Maybe that'll
$500.
help ease the move.
Yeah, it's $500. Get another house.
All right, hold on.
Okay, thanks.
I can buy a tire for the trailer.
Get your own double wide.
We'll help him out. Give him $500.
That's nice.
That poor mother. Oh. We got to take a break. We will be back right after these words.
And now a public service message from the Howard Stern Show.
Don't obey the traffic laws in your community. They were created by a group of bureaucrats who couldn't possibly know the size of your car, how fast you like to drive, or what kind of appointments you need to make during the day.
95X.
What does the Howard Stern Show mean to you?
Hi, this is Artie Lang, and this is what the Howard Stern Show means to me. The Howard Stern Show is the reason I was able to date a hot chick.
The Howard Stern Show. It means so much to so many.
Christine speaking.
Listen, I'm calling you in advance. I'm doing the right thing. This is what's going on today. They're doing something called it's the Wheel of Sex. And they have a girl coming in. Now, they were going to have Benji dip his ass in whipped cream. If it lands on it, he dips his ass in whipped cream and he pushes his ass in the face of the girl.
Right.
Benji can't do it. They asked me if I could do it. I said, let me call my wife in advance.
I really don't want you to do that, no.
I'm just putting my ass in whipped cream with cherries.
Those are my feelings. I say no. Do what you want. And I knew this was going to be an issue. It's going to be an every time thing. It annoys me. I don't like that behavior. It's not for me. I don't like it. If you think it's fun and it's no big deal, then you do it. I don't know what to tell you. Would you want me to shove my ass in some guy's face?
For the sake of comedy.
It doesn't matter. So it wouldn't matter.
It's not my ass. There's whipped cream separating us.
Okay. So if I put whipped cream on my ass and shove it in somebody's face, you wouldn't care?
If it was a joke type of thing, like a bachelorette party, I wouldn't care.
Oh, okay. So at a bachelor party, I could do that. Okay.
I'm just telling you.
I'm just telling you. That's what you're telling me. It doesn't. You don't like it when it's the other way around, though.
I said it's fine the other way around.
Okay.
Hey, listen. I'm doing the right thing. I'm calling you in advance. You don't want me to...
And when I tell you my feelings, that's what happens. You tell me I shouldn't feel how I feel. And then you try to convince me otherwise. You ask me how I feel, I tell you, and then you tell me I shouldn't feel that way.
I'm telling you, they want me to dip my ass in whipped cream and have
Well, if they want you to jump off the building, are you going to do that?
If they want me to.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty stupid.
Anybody getting married?
Tiger Woods did.
That's pretty effing stupid.
Sal said he had to go home and buy his wife flowers. And
oh, dear, to get back in the house?
Yeah, he said it was pretty bad.
Just for the record, I love my wife.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, already?
You're going to get an apologist in here?
She just said to me, I don't want any part of that Jerry Springer trailer sideshow radio garbage that you're involved with.
Oh.
You're doing a good job, man. You took one for the team.
Thanks. I just want to apologize to my wife.
Our new apologist.
Yeah,
I've been there.
I gave her a dozen roses, and she looked at me like I gave her anthrax or something. Just threw it on the side, and
Well, you didn't do anything wrong.
What'd you do? You made a phone call.
I think I'm the one who looks like the idiot, but that's besides the point.
Sal's doing a good job.
Yeah, he is.
He went down to work with Scott the engineer today, and Scott put on his coat and threatened to leave.
What is going on with the two of them? They don't work very well together.
What happened?
I said, let's get on the ball with the Fred song, because we're doing a Rodney tribute today. And he hands me all the clips, puts on his jacket, and goes, you're the new guy in charge around here, you do it.
That's our
I'm like, Scott, I'm just telling you to get on the ball. Every time I'm in there, he's just gazing at the computer. He's just staring at the screens. And he's like, I'm busy. I'm like, you're busy doing what? Playing Connect the Dots with the monitor?
Hey, man, has to think.
You don't understand his creative process.
He's thinking about how to get the hell out of here. When good
Scott doesn't like it when a new guy comes around.
No, he doesn't like, it's enough. What is it William Orson Welles says? I take direction from one person.
And one person under protest.
Under protest.
What about Good Charlotte?
He wanted to give Vertical Blue CDs to Good Charlotte yesterday.
He better not.
Well, listen, he was looking for them because I don't have any. I said, try the garbage.
Oh, no wonder you're on his F list.
Oh, man. All right. Sal working hard over there.
Fell off.
All right. Nice call from your wife.
It's great.
Yeah. So much going on. I said this earlier at 6 o'clock. I'll say it again so people don't miss it. In the 8 o'clock hour, I'm making a major announcement. And no, I'm not getting divorced again.
You can't.
Oh. That's right. I'm not married.
Are you getting married again?
No. I'm making a major announcement, and I would like the audience to hear what I have to say about this. So if you can be around the radio, it's a fireside chat with your pal, Howard Stern. I'm very excited about the announcement, and I'm nervous about it because I want to make it dramatic. I want to make it a special announcement that I don't know. I just wanted to come out.
Have you worked on a speech, or, what are you doing?
No, I never work on it. In my mind, I've said it out loud a few times. I've kind of like...
rehearsed a little.
A little bit, but you know me. It never comes out the same way twice. And that's, I've done this so good in my head.
You're hoping that it
comes up. Yeah, I don't know what'll happen. I don't know. It
was a good speech when you gave it to yourself.
Yes.
Now, you said earlier you were looking for the audience's opinion on this?
You wanted to discuss it?
No, I just might want some reaction, things like that. Look, I'm going to make an announcement, that's all.
But this is something you're definitely going to do.
Oh, yeah.
It's a do thing. I don't know.
No. I don't make no. This is something that's definitely going down.
All right. So if the audience calls up and says, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard, it's still going on.
Doesn't matter.
All right. That's all I'm asking.
It's going on.
That's what I was...
Yeah, no. My announcement is happening.
That's what I was wondering. The discussion will lead you to believe that it's something you didn't commit to yet and you want...
No.
Right.
I'm not looking for anyone's opinion on this.
Okay.
I gave the wrong impression.
Yes.
Yeah. An opinion wouldn't matter.
Now that's clear.
If I'm going to shave my head, that means I've done it already. It's not going to be like, I'm going to go shave my head, what do you think? It's going to be, I shaved my head.
I did that once and didn't ask for anyone's opinion, and I really should have.
Did you?
I was coked up at a bachelor party in Atlantic City, and my buddy bet me I wouldn't do it. He bet me $1,000. Shaved my head. It was all patchy. I drove home from Atlantic City. And I was in such a bad time in my life. I was like 24 years old. I just never, made it even. I just wore hats and let it grow in.
You're kidding. You left it that way.
It was like a patch here.
By the way, this isn't like one of those things where I go, I'm thinking of adopting Beetlejuice. If you give me your opinion. Then the guy called up, man, you're looking for trouble. Or, Mom, I'm getting a pierced earring.
Are you moving?
Pierced ear.
I like that.
Are you moving to a trailer park?
No.
Yeah.
So it's you're right. I'm not asking for an opinion. My opinion.
You've already made up your mind. This is a true announcement.
You're true announcement.
Something you're doing.
I'm making an announcement. That's right. And I think it's major.
All right.
And I can't wait to make it.
Is there anybody you'd like to have on the phone when you make the announcement?
No. I've joined the Marines.
Are you a lawyer?
I couldn't keep it in anymore. Yeah, I'd like the Pope on the phone when I make this announcement. No, there's nobody I want on the phone.
Because every once in a while you say, I want to talk to big fan or something.
No.
Let me put him on the phone. Let me tell you.
Maybe I'll get high pitch on the phone.
Yeah, high pitch. What I'm going.
Who's high pitch? It's Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, Daddy.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you? My name is Eric.
Yeah.
I'm looking for some anal products.
Oh.
What is it?
I'm looking for some anal products.
Anal quarter?
Anal products.
What is that?
Yes, yeah, coochie cream.
What is that? That is a movie or what?
No, creams, different creams for my ass.
No, I don't
Get
know.
the out of your ears.
No, we don't have anything like that.
Okay, don't laugh, you
Huh?
You have backdoor beads?
No, my dear, no. We don't have. Sorry. Okay?
What do you have for the ass?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Now, you guys called here 40 times.
Do you have tush teaser?
What?
Tush teaser.
No, sorry, we don't have.
Do you have African?
Hello?
Hi, do you have African anal invader?
No, we don't have that. Okay? I know you guys called me.
Yeah, jackhammer, bammer, slammer?
Sorry, we don't have.
How about anal douche?
Don't call me again, okay? You understand?
Yeah, and don't call me either.
Hey, anal products? Creams?
What's in that high pitch's mouth? Like,
I don't know. When he says Kelly Clarkson in that one clip, I know it's cool. What the hell's going on?
Kelly Clarkson.
What's going on?
This is Kelly Clarkson.
What is backed up?
yes, Jeff, you're on the air. Kelly Osbourne will be with us in a minute. Yes, Jeff.
Hello.
Yes.
You're getting married again, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
It's 8. You got to wait till 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you don't even guess.
Don't even guess.
No.
I wouldn't.
My guess is you're getting married again.
No, I wouldn't guess that in a million years.
Even if I am getting married again, I'm going to throw you off by saying no. So I'd have to lie to you.
I would bet that he would announce that he's just quitting before he would announce.
Because I couldn't suffer the humiliation of Robin laughing at me every morning.
Oh, forget it.
And people
Two words, prenup.
Thank you.
Good luck, Howard.
Thank you. Hi, Nicole.
Hello?
Hi, Nicole.
Hi. I just wanted to tell you that about 3 months ago, I was completely against your show. I wouldn't even give it a chance. And my fiance's been listening for quite some time, and he's like, just listen to him. For one morning, just listen to him. And I've heard you do so much awesome stuff for your fans. I just wanted to say you changed my mind.
Well, great. Okay, always like a new fan. And by the way, thank you for that.
Oh, no problem. It took me a while to get through. I'm actually from Pittsburgh, so.
By the way, on a serious note, in Pittsburgh, I don't know how many people are aware of this. There's been devastating flooding.
Yes.
I mean, like the worst possible disaster.
What's flooding Pittsburgh?
Yeah, my whole family lost their house.
Yeah, I mean, people are suffering unbelievably, and if anybody wants to make a donation to the Red Cross, that's who's in there helping the relief effort.
I didn't know there was flooding.
I mean, like people losing their homes, devastation all over the place.
Is this from, like, the hurricane rains or something?
Yeah, right?
Wow.
Isn't that what it's
from? Ivan, yeah, from Ivan.
Yeah, believe it or not, you don't hear about that
all
that much.
You hear about Florida, you don't hear about Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, you know, that whole general area is devastated.
Wow, I'm sad to hear that. Pittsburgh's a great town. I'm sad to hear that.
I hear that things are going gangbusters with our new radio station.
Oh, they absolutely love Yins. I mean, it's crazy down here. Like I said, I wouldn't even give it a chance, and he just, he's like, just listen one morning. And what sticks out most in my mind is that kid, I think it was last week, that was so upset about his girlfriend leaving him, and you sent him down there to get his mind off of it, and
I sent him down to Scores Fort Lauderdale.
That's right.
Yeah, and I thought that was just awesome.
Yeah, in fact, Scores is opening. This is big news, I guess. That's the announcement. Scores is opening in Fort Lauderdale. Scores is so great. I mean, that is my mecca whenever I feel low. Or
yes, this is your antidepressant.
It really is. I swear to God, you do not need antidepressants. You don't need any kind of medication. You're going down to the opening, right?
I am, Howard. I will be there with bells on Friday night in Fort Lauderdale.
Today's the day. Today is grand opening day.
Yeah, Lonnie's down in Fort Lauderdale. They say it's real nice. They sent me some pictures of it. It's really cool, and they're bringing in their best babes.
Yeah, I'm actually doing an appearance. I'm working it Friday, but that is far from work.
Where is it?
In Fort Lauderdale.
But, I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know where.
I don't know exactly where.
Yeah. I know Ronnie, the limo driver's going down there, and Baba Booey's going down there, too.
Yeah.
Everybody's going down.
I'm just amazed.
Someone told me Ross Zapin's trying to get down there. I mean, I'm like, hey, Ross, aren't you engaged? Baba Booey. When are you going down?
I'm going down Friday after the show.
Oh,
yeah?
You going with anyone?
I'm meeting up with Artie.
Yeah, we're
going to party all night.
You having dinner down there? They got a new...
Yeah, we're having dinner. They got a steakhouse.
They got a kick-ass chef on the west side. I go there for dinner.
Yeah, but they have in the Fort Lauderdale, they have an actual restaurant with a name that, you know, people come in just to eat.
Which is shocking for a strip club.
Yeah, it's a big steakhouse, supposedly, or something, but...
I'm going to have a steak in front
I don't understand.
Yeah, me neither. I never know what Ronnie's talking about.
They have a restaurant, like a 5-star restaurant with a name, you know, like... It's not
a 5-star restaurant.
It's not called Scores Restaurant. It's like
John George is in the Scores,
Smith and Walensky or something like that. You know, it's like a steakhouse.
Oh.
I'm so glad you're late.
Who's Kelly Clark?
Yeah.
Wayne Siegel's going down, too. He called me yesterday.
He's going, too?
He's flying down there.
Wayne Siegel?
Wayne Siegel.
America's Bachelor?
America's Bachelor.
He doesn't need any poon.
America's Bachelor, the guy you'd never see with a girl, but he's got girlfriends all over the country.
Hey, come on, I got a lollipop for you.
By the way, what was that last thing that you had, and when he was supposed to bring a date, and somehow the date never showed up?
Oh, that was...
That's every time.
That's every time.
Yeah, but he's been claiming that he has some kind of a girlfriend, but nobody's ever seen him.
And then he makes plans, and then he shows up solo, and you go, wait, we're doing a double date thing. Oh, and then he puts on that Italian accent of his. He goes, hey, I don't know what happened to her, man. What?
He pulled that at Ross's 40th birthday party.
Yeah.
Right.
He was. Well, she had other plans. She had theater tickets, but she's going to meet me there after the theater.
Yeah.
Because it's in the city, but.
Never showed.
Never came.
She's like Santa Claus. She exists in Wayne's mind.
What's going on there? He's got an imaginary girlfriend.
Yeah. Wayne's a good dude.
Hey, can I bring up something about you're talking about with this bleeping stuff?
Yeah.
With this Dale Earnhardt Jr. thing?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, isn't it shocking? The NASCAR is upset that Dale Earnhardt Jr. said the S word.
And do you know what they did?
Because you know race car fans. Yeah, they fined him.
Well, no. Not only did they
took away points.
So now he was leading the championship, and there's only 7 races to go. They took
away his championship.
They took $5 million away from him.
Because someone out there, and it's again this right-wing religious fanatics
that everybody's responding to,
that everybody loves so much in this country. I mean, if anything, just vote out Bush just because of them. There's this mentality that somehow race car fans can't hear the S word. You ever hung out with people who go to NASCAR?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I mean, all you hear is the S word. They don't know any other word.
They name their kids the S word.
Right. All right, we got to take a break. We're going to talk to Kelly Osbourne, who's
looking real cute, too. Just brought her in.
She's a cute chick.
Kelly Osbourne.
Who's Kelly Osbourne?
Hi, this is Kelly Osbourne.
What is going on in his mouth?
And at 8 o'clock, I'll have the big announcement that I'm going to make.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
We'll be back right after these words.
They don't make actors like Rock Hudson anymore.
Oh, Rock. Take off my bra.
Oh, Doris. Ooh, I love your luxuriant hair.
Thank you.
Your hairless chest. Your abnormally wide hips and feminine bottoms.
Yes.
Your sloped and rounded shoulders.
Oh, thank you, Rock.
Who's talking to you? I was talking to the cameraman.
Oh, Rock.
Now that's a man's man. Literally. You're listening to Every Woman's Dream, Howard Stern. 95X. You're down, but not out.
After railing at the FCC for what he termed an indecency witch hunt against him, Stern announced that his show has been added to 9 news stations nationwide. Those include 5 markets: Pittsburgh, San Diego, Rochester, New York, and Orlando, and West Palm Beach, Florida, where he'd been pumped from the air due to Clear Channel Communications' decision to drop him from its stations. All right, well, anyway, Howard's back.
The Howard Stern Show.
So you know when
Nobody has it easy, nobody, you know. Everybody has it tough. Well, hookers are giving away toasters. I'll tell you, people are nuts. I went to an AA meeting. There was a 2-drink minimum. I'll tell you, the greatest trust in the world? 2 cannibals having oral sex. What are you, a glee club? I did the same joke for the PTA when I was very big. I mean, I don't know who to believe anymore. I got stuck last week, too. I bought a book, How to Make It Big. It was all about money. And I'll tell you, I mean, nothing works out. I go fishing, I catch nothing. I go to orgies, I catch everything.
Great Rodney Dangerfield, dead at 82. We loved him. I'm going to do the whole song and the whole tribute to him, but Kelly Osbourne's here. I don't want to keep her waiting. Don't forget that tonight on E, all right, thank you, Rodney. It is the most anticipated show ever. And you know what I'm talking about. What is the most anticipated show ever, Robin, on E?
Oh, we've already done the,
on E.
Nikki Z.
Coming up, the world's biggest what? Hemorrhoid contest tonight on E.
No, people don't want that.
6 contestants, $10,000, and only 1 winner. See the world's biggest hemorrhoid tonight on E. You must see it.
Every time it's brought up to me, it takes me back to that sick place.
Quick show note, we'll talk to Kelly Osbourne. At 8 o'clock, I am going to make an announcement that I think is a big announcement and that you might want to hear.
40 minutes.
40 minutes away from that.
Yeah, I was just checking my watch. How long do I have to wait?
How long do you have to wait for your announcement? Also, Kelly Osbourne's on a regular TV show, not a reality show.
Yeah, it's not her family show. She's in a ABC drama, isn't it?
Yeah. And also, I will definitely get in my Rodney Dangerfield tribute with the song. Let me see Kelly. There she is. Hi, Kelly.
Is.
Oh, he's got an interesting new hairdo. I'm afraid to make changes.
Well, she does drastic changes.
I'm afraid. I don't know. I'm like, I always go like, what if it looks bad?
It'll grow back.
That's true. How often you color your hair? Like, I mean, this is radical. It's black and blonde.
White, practically.
I have to do it, I think. I have to do it once a week because my hair grows so quickly.
Looks cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just don't have the balls.
My friends call me a shiitake because they tell me I have a mushroom cut.
Yeah, it's just cool. You're not afraid to. It's not a wig. It's your hair.
It's my hair. Yeah, everyone says it's a wig.
It's so thick. I was thinking, is she wearing a wig?
I actually shave the underneath of it so that it doesn't look as thick.
Really?
Yeah, because I have so much hair.
Who puts all that together? Do you create these things?
Yeah.
Maybe you
do this yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
She always has a cool look. I don't know. You know, I mean, I cut my hair shorter, but...
Well, you tried. A couple of times you went with a couple of blue streaks. And
yeah, I tried once with blue streaks. It was pretty nasty. I did. I put blue in it. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
My kids got scared and started crying.
Did they really?
Yeah, they threw me out of the house. It was really bad. So are the Osbourne's reality show, is that canceled?
I don't actually know what's going on with it. I just know that they're not filming right now.
Yeah, oh, that's it. Oh, so then it's not going to be on next season.
No, there's a season airing. I think it starts this month.
So they've shot something, but not right now.
Oh, because it's like they do it for a while, then they stop for a while, then they do it for a while. So.
And Ozzy and Sharon are happy that they're not getting the cameras in there again, right?
I think right now we're just taking a break, and it's nice because my dad feels like he can just take a break from everything that he's doing, and my mom, they spend every second together.
Yeah.
How's his health? He's completely recovered from...
It's amazing. Like, we thought that, like, till today he'd still be walking with a cane, or they said maybe even be in a wheelchair, and he just was better in, like, 3 months.
And your mom, no cancer gone?
Cancer gone. Everyone in my family is healthy, and it's great.
Yeah, and what's going on? Man, you shocked me with that whole rehab thing. I didn't know you were high as a kite.
Yeah, now you had a problem.
Yeah, who knew you had a problem? I thought you had it under control.
Absolutely not. Come on.
Wow.
So when did you discover you were
a drug addict?
I think
an alcoholic or whatever.
I was never into the drinking. It was strictly drugs.
Oh. What'd you like? I've probably done that.
I was very much into the painkillers.
Really?
Vicodin.
Vicodin. I've done Vicodin. And I got to tell you.
You never did Vicodin. You took it for a
No. I can't say who I was with. I spent an afternoon with someone drinking wine and taking Vicodin.
What's wrong with you? Are you 12?
I took 3 Vicodin, and I drank a whole bottle of wine. And by the way, they say never mix drinking with pills.
Well, that's why I never drank, because I was afraid I was going to kill myself because I took so many of them.
But I took these Vicodin, unless I have the wrong Vicodin, and I didn't feel a thing.
Really?
Honestly. I was like, well, what's all the big fuss about?
I am shocked that you're saying that. I took Vicodin because I had a toothache, and I was slugging it back like there was no tomorrow, and drinking because the pain was so bad and it never went away.
Yeah, no, you never drink and you take Vicodin because you could have such a reaction that you would die.
No, I never did that. No.
So you took Vicodin and that made...
I did a lot of drugs. It wasn't just that.
So how many pills a day would you take?
I was taking like 50 pills a day.
Whoa! I guess I wouldn't have a reaction with 3.
Look at you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me say that I never did that.
Oh, yes, you did.
Mr. Limbaugh, how many pills did you take a day?
Tops 40.
But it was really dumb of me, and I got to a point where I couldn't stop because I'd get really sick when I tried to stop. And it was like the last thing I ever wanted to be like, well, Dad, you just nearly died, and Mom, you just nearly died, and Jack just went to rehab, and by the way, I'm a drug addict too, just to make things worse.
So when would you take these pills? I mean, what was the routine?
From the second I woke up.
All right, let's walk through it. See, like that reality show...
That would have been in there if I was doing it.
The fact that you could conceal that on the reality show...
No one knew. I was like...
You were the goody two-shoes.
I wasn't goody two-shoes, though.
Well, I mean, with the sex. You were. Yeah, I mean, I was shocked, like, how you speak to your parents. I mean, it's gotten really bad.
It was the drugs talking, not me.
Is that true?
I'm a changed person.
Well, there were a couple of times on the show where I saw you falling around, and I questioned you.
No, I didn't know what... I literally, like, I'd fall over every day. I still fall over every day, but it wasn't because, like... Now it's because I'm just stupid. It's not because I'm on drugs.
So when did you start taking because you were kind of anti-drug.
I started when I just pretended to be anti-drugs because it hid the fact that I was doing it.
Right.
I started when I was 13.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Did your brother know the whole time you were getting high? And he just didn't say anything?
No, but towards the end he did because it was clearly obvious.
Right.
Because I'd pass out when people were talking to me.
Were they just boring?
Well, besides that, I really would just pass out. Like it changed my life, and I'm glad that I went through that because now I get to appreciate everything more.
Do you think you were acting out sexually too? Like some of the guys you were choosing were kind of scary to me.
No, I just think I have a really odd taste in men.
You're still choosing the same kind of guys?
I still think you're trying to, not trying consciously, but I think you're trying to find someone more outrageous than even like your dad.
No, I just...
Like, you're into these heavily tattooed guys. Even that one guy had his, like, tattoos on his head and stuff.
He's, like, the nicest guy, and we're still, like, best friends. Like, I don't go for looks at all. I go for personality.
And maybe you're judging a book by its cover. Just because the guy's head is tattooed, does that mean he's a bad guy?
No, I'm saying that it's kind of interesting that she's looking for a guy who's kind of like her dad. Like rock star.
There's nothing wrong with
tattooed.
But then again, who else do I meet?
Yeah.
It's like the only people I'm ever surrounded with.
Well, you meet Fred. I don't see you jumping on top of him, and he's the hottest guy I know.
Well, he's a little too odd.
He's a real guy. You want odd. I got odd for you. You want a real wild guy. Yes.
Kelly Osbourne is laughing at me for being odd.
Everyone knows, Fred. There's no... Let's
the spawn of Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, look at Fred.
Just checking.
You know he's scary.
Just checking.
So wait a minute, we were going through the day, how these pills would go, how you'd take
I couldn't seriously wake up. I'd get really, really ill if I tried to wake up and, like, not take pills for a day.
How do you get all this Vicodin? Like, where do you score?
Can I tell you something? It's all the rich kids in Beverly Hills that have the drugs.
They do. And you can go to their house and just buy a bunch?
Mm-hmm.
But there's got to be an original source. Where is it coming from? Because these are
from Rush Limbaugh.
Drugs.
From Rush Limbaugh.
I have no idea.
There's a parking lot at Denny's.
It's like I didn't care as long as I had them.
Is everybody hitting up their maid who has...
How much does it cost for Vicodin now?
Well, it was like $3 a pill or something.
Wow.
Like that.
So if you are taking 50 a day...
That's $5,000 a day.
Yeah, by my calculation.
That's right. 3 times 50 is $5,000. Right?
I don't think so.
No? Oh, no, anyway. Math's not my strong suit.
It's about $1,500 a day, right?
No, it's $150 a day.
What?
That's right. 50 pills times $3 is $150.
Is that all?
That's
I
right.
could do it.
You could afford that. It's a lot of money. So, then they send you to rehab, or you put yourself in rehab?
You asked for rehab.
Well, it was a bit of both. It was like I was really crying out for help because I wanted to stop doing it. I just didn't know how, and I didn't want to put that pressure on my family, and I just felt like such a failure, and I was like, I'm either going to die or someone's going to save me. And
Do you think it was the reality show that pushed you?
absolutely not, because I was doing drugs before that.
Yeah, she said 13.
Do you think the fame from the reality show sort of escalated it? You got to all those clubs,
No, it
people
was like-
accept you.
It's one of those things where I took everything I had for granted, and I didn't realize how lucky I was and how great everything that I was doing was and the opportunities that I had. And it was just like, well, whatever, I can do it, so what? Like,
So do you think it fueled some of the fights you were having with, like Christina Aguilera and this one and that one?
No,
She really hates that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's genuine. You can't blame drugs for that.
No, I don't think so.
Were you the most famous person in your rehab when you went?
I think so.
And how long did
How
you go?
boring.
Did you do a 30-day?
I was there for like a little over a month, yeah.
Was it fun?
No, and going to rehab made me never want to do drugs again.
Did you have to, clean toilets and do chores?
No, it was chores, but not cleaning toilets or anything like that.
What kind of chores you got to do, right?
Like, you have to, mop the floors and sweep and do all the dishes, and...
That was probably good for you, though, because you hadn't done that stuff in a long time. You got maids and stuff.
That's true.
It humbles you a little bit, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So what was the gross part? Doing the physical labor or having to sit there and talk in those groups?
The group thing killed me, because I don't care what anyone else did, and it's
having to wait and listen to them was just like a nightmare.
Let's get to me.
Some of those, not even that, I didn't even really like telling my story, because it's like, it's just like not what, I don't really care if anyone knows my story. I don't really want to tell it to that many people, and it's like, I'm open, if you want to know, I'll tell you, but it's not, I don't want to sit there and be like, my life was so hard, and
right.
Because it wasn't. I was just a brat that got addicted to drugs.
So it was just torture sitting there.
Is there any sex in rehab?
No.
Anyone you want to hook up there?
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
You don't see any of the other patients having sex?
No.
And you got quite sexual all of a sudden. You were like the little girl. Now all of a sudden you were these men? What's going on there?
I'm 20 years old.
I know, but I don't like it. I don't like what you're up to with these guys. They're doing it.
Oh my God! We don't go there.
Guys are doing you now.
We don't go
I gotta
there.
get used to the new sexual you.
We don't
I knew you
go
I used to see you as a little girl around the pool at the Marriott Marquis,
With
walking
your
around a
white
little
pinafore.
white pinafore. Now you're doing guys. It's hard
You
for me.
think your daughters are not?
Of course not.
You're in denial, man.
I know they are. I know they are. I know what they're up to. Trust me.
He'd rather talk about it with you.
Yeah, let's just, what? Let's just talk about you. Don't ever bring up my daughters. Yeah, I think they're sexually active. I know they are. No, not my 11-year-old. No, not my 11-year-old. God forbid.
Oh, my.
She likes boys, though.
Oh, dear. She's got that stern gene.
So how do you like sex? When did you start officially?
Let me tell you
No,
something.
no. Look at me.
I do not discuss my sexual life at all with
All right,
anyone.
answer
Not even
Yes,
my
you
best
do.
friend. Not even my best
That's
friend.
not true.
Just
I
one
swear
question.
on my mother's life that I don't even talk about it with my best friend.
I know you
Just
do.
one question. Do you enjoy it?
I am not going there right
What's your favorite thing?
I am not going
Kissing,
there with this.
petting, third base, or the home run?
What the hell are the bases anyway?
First base, kissing. Second base, feeling you up.
First of all, I don't like when people touch me.
Third base, really?
So I kiss you without touching
Well,
you?
I'm sorry, but
Oh, that's horrible.
I have to really date someone for a little bit before I even kiss them. I'm
So
not.
no
Oh,
friends
wait.
with benefits or
But
anything like that?
you're telling me your boyfriend. When
Which one?
Which one are you with now? Who
I
are you
don't
with
have
now?
one right now.
So what do? Just random guys?
No.
When you're out with Bijou Phillips and all of them?
No.
She your friend?
I know her. Yes.
Who are your friends?
See, I don't.
That could be the problem.
I know those girls, and I'm friendly with them, but they're not people who I call and hang out with.
You hang out with Paris Hilton?
I've hung out with her before, but that whole crowd.
What's wrong with her?
I don't know what's wrong with her.
You
ask
know.
her.
Come on. What's wrong with her? You know. You have opinions on people.
Why is she filming herself all the time?
Why is she constantly filming
Let me
herself?
tell you something. If people film themselves having sex, it's because they love themselves and they want to look at it.
Does she love herself too much?
Who doesn't?
Do you film yourself having sex?
Absolutely not. We're not talking about
Have you
me.
ever filmed yourself?
Absolutely not. Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm asking a question. So do you think Paris Hilton is stupid?
I think that's a really stupid thing to do, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Yes. And it's very graphic these days. Have you seen the films? You've seen them, haven't you?
I haven't seen the whole thing. I only saw like a 30-second clip of the first one.
Do you watch porn?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because I think it's disgusting. It's bothersome. I just cannot watch it.
I'm going to guess right now that you do not have orgasms with men.
Oh, my God.
And I'll tell you why I say
I'm
that.
not even here to talk about sex. I'm here to talk about
You
my
better talk
goddamn
about it.
show.
You better talk about it with someone. Obviously, you can't talk about it with your parents, so you better talk to me.
Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
You would be the last person I'd ever tell this to.
Now, why is that?
I'm an expert on it.
And we've known you for so long.
I'm trying to help you.
It's not. Let me tell
If you don't like to be touched sexually...
Oh, my God, I never said that. I just don't like people like I don't know touching me.
Well, I agree. But once you're intimate with a man, he should be able to press a certain button and get you going. And I think what you're telling me, and you're reaching out for help. So I'm reading those signals.
We all know that you wanted to get really much more sexual. Because you.
Have you had sex in your parents' house?
I don't talk about this stuff, and I'm not going to.
I believe you have.
Of course she has. She didn't move out yesterday.
Who remembers anything on 50 Vicodin anyway?
She probably moved out because she wanted to make more noise.
Were you on Vicodin the first time you made love to a man?
I'm not. Seriously, you can keep
That's
an eye on me,
key.
and I'm not talking about sex with you at all.
I'm going to have to tie you up and torture you if you don't answer my
You're going
question.
right into that tickle chair.
You'll be punished. All right, let's take some phone calls for you. Now, there's a new TV show that you're a part of.
Yeah.
And you don't want your parents watching this because you have sex on the show.
I don't have sex on the show.
It's a very sexual show. And
people can't get past it. It's really not that sexual. It just says things that people are afraid to say about sex.
When is the show on?
It's on tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on ABC.
I will watch it.
It looks like a good show. I'm interested.
It's called Life as We Know It. It's a teen
And
show.
it'd be right up your alley, yes.
Yeah, I love teen shows.
You do?
I love it. Any movies
The
with
coming
teenagers.
of age shows, he loves them. He laps them right up.
I love it. I love when the kids get in trouble. I love when the kids have love problems.
He loves the
My
falling in
character
love,
is
falling
like-
out of love.
It's like the good one.
I read about your character.
Relationship.
So they call you like the chubby kid?
Yeah, I play the fat girl on the show.
You're the fat girl on the show.
Yeah, and like a lot of people are like, why would she ever put herself through this? And to be honest with you, I did this to like actually help people, to make them understand that then they don't have to look a certain way to be considered beautiful in today's society.
One of the things I admire about you is that you are not uptight about your figure. You dress wildly.
She's unapologetic.
You're unapologetic. You don't try to sit and starve yourself. I like your attitude about your body.
Thank you.
Are you embarrassed when you take your clothes off in front of a man?
We're not going there.
Was it weird for you the first time you took your clothes off in front of a guy?
How old were you? We're not going there. You can all say what you want.
What about
I'm not
anal?
telling you anything.
Anal? I think she's a little
The
young
butt
for
is an
that.
extra hole only. I am sorry, but that's disgusting.
So that does not go on for you?
Absolutely
I know
not.
your mother's a fan of it, so I'm surprised you... I shouldn't have revealed that. I shouldn't have revealed that. I shouldn't have revealed
Say
that.
that about my mother.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Dear.
I apologize for that. I shouldn't have said that.
She's a fan of it.
The fact that I know that about your mom is something I should have kept private.
Yeah, keep that to yourself.
Something your mom and I got into. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't even know if your mom's into anal.
Really, I'd like to commit suicide right now.
What is it, Baba
I'm
Bilal?
so sorry to interrupt, but I do have a breaking news story, and he's only got a small window of opportunity. Lindsay Lohan's dad, Michael, is on the phone.
Oh.
What does he
He's
want
got
to
to
say?
leave in like 10 minutes. Well, you told me to get him
Remember
on.
yesterday we were talking about there's a question as to whether he's having a meltdown, and a restraining order has been taken out by Lindsay's mom.
Well, you know Lindsay Lohan at all?
Yeah.
What's her problem?
She's great. She's really
She's
cool.
having family problems. Her dad.
Who doesn't have family problems?
Maybe you should listen in on this and comment. This is Lindsay Lohan's father.
Michael.
Michael, what's going on? Are you having a breakdown? Michael. You.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Michael.
Yes.
So we read in the paper that people were concerned you were having a breakdown. Are you having a breakdown?
You know who you should ask? You should ask the people at the studios that I was with yesterday, or half the people at Yahoo, because I'm dealing with them, selling a business to them.
Well,
I think I'm having a breakdown if I'm dealing with people at that level.
Has your ex-wife taken out a restraining order against you?
No. Here's what happened. First of all, as reported by that irresponsible reporter named Paula at page 6,
yes,
who works with Leslie Sloan, by the way, Lindsay's publicist.
Yes.
Or Dina, I should say, my estranged wife. This was obviously all put together because I was told by people at page 6 that they got a number of phone calls all at once. So following the incident at the house the other night, when Dina came home and tried to run me over.
Now, your ex-wife, you're claiming, tried to run you over?
In the car with kids in the car, right?
I don't understand.
No. The kids
Kelly
were
has
not
a question. Yes, Kelly.
I don't understand why you're trying to publicize this. Like, this is your daughter. Like, she has to deal with this in the media. I don't understand
Kelly,
why you
with all
don't
due
keep it to
respect,
yourself.
I'm not the one coming forward saying things.
Well, you're the one calling Howard Stern right now.
No,
we called him.
They called me yesterday while I was in Los Angeles.
Right.
And I am simply rebutting what was said in the Post yesterday.
So you're saying
it was all nonsense.
The other day that Dina tried to run you over.
Yes.
And then took out a restraining order against you.
No, I reported it to the police, and I was given a restraining order against her.
Oh.
When that was done, she asked to get a restraining order against me in conjunction with the case, which I can't even discuss.
Now, are you making, like, tons and tons of phone calls to people? Because that's the other
No, and you know what, Robin? You know, if this reporter at the Post did her job, and she was a real reporter, she would investigate what she prints. Because if you look at she said that, number one, Lindsay's assistant, who is being sued, by the way, for what she said, I threatened to kill my wife. If I did so, why didn't Dina report that when it happened? Number two, if Lindsay changed her phone number 10 times, why has it been the same for a year?
That's not true.
It's not true?
What do you know?
Because I know Lindsay, and I know that she's changed her number.
Honey, I don't know who you are, but I'm a father, and you're wrong.
That's Kelly Osbourne on the air.
We won't let you put her number
Don't put her number
No, it's disconnected. That number's disconnected.
So, Kelly, you're saying you called... Kelly, you say you call Lindsay Lohan. She's a friend of yours.
Dude, where's the other side?
It's one big commercial.
But, Sam, I think the fun of it is... That it's
fun.
Yes, the fun. Now, come on.
Put out of your mind how bad it is.
No, the fun is to watch a guy kill himself.
Right.
And
when
enjoy
John pulls out that gun that shoots the sour cream, and he's talking about what a great invention it is.
Yeah, I mean that's great.
He's never been in a Taco Bell in his life.
You don't see the humor in that?
Well, wait. This is what I would like. Howard, you like Paul McCartney, right?
Love him.
Mm-hmm.
So does John Hine. John?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. He did a short film. It's called Glass Walls.
Right. It's about...
it's on YouTube. Go to John... Howard, make John go to YouTube.
Okay. Go ahead.
And make him watch this 10-minute film about where meat comes from.
Now, John, I'm your boss.
Don't make me go to YouTube.
You have to go to YouTube.
Don't make me go to YouTube, Howard.
Well, watch it. Listen, Sam watched you. You should watch his.
Hey, I've seen Super Size Me. I read Fast Food Nation. I will watch the film that you're suggesting.
But it's not going to make him stop.
And then we'll come back for season 2 and go to different places. No, it won't. No,
what are you saying?
And John will be as powerful a spokesman for veganism as he is for whatever.
Fast food mania.
Fast food mania.
Listen, Sam, John is killing himself. He's huge. He's diabetic. He eats shitty food every single day of his life.
Actually, that's not entirely true.
That's close.
What about this, John? You love your kids.
I do.
You don't look very healthy on the show. First of all, I don't know.
Yeah, but his kids are getting older now. They don't need him that much.
I don't know what the obesity rate in the. I think it's like 35%. We're the fattest country in the world, but it's got to be like 99% of the people on that show.
Robin,
oh, yeah. They've got the market cornered.
Robin, you're an advocate for whole foods, good foods, and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
But at the same time, you can watch John's show and still find the humor in it, right?
It's ridiculous. I think that the greatest thing about the show is they call it mania. I mean, these people are crazy. Sleeping in a parking lot to get free chicken.
Oh, my God.
Sam, the point of the show.
The fact is, though, 60% of Americans, listen to this, 60% of Americans are obese or overweight. And the perpetrators are soda companies. Yes, people should be able to control themselves. And yes, they shouldn't eat fast food, but that's the point. Everybody's got personal choice.
And John's show is not the only show praising overindulgence.
There's nothing else. Every commercial is overindulgence.
John, what are you going to do? Are you going to resign?
Blaming the commercials on me, too?
Are you going to resign from the show or
your
not?
Your show is a commercial.
Sam, the show is glorifying the Americana, the food, the event, everything behind it, and why so many people go to these places and enjoy them. Look, I know when I walk into one of these places, I'm not making the healthiest choice, but it's my choice to make, and I love the food. If if you drink a lot and you love alcohol, no one's going to tell you, you know what, get the alcohol off the shelves, you can't have it. That's your choice to moderate or not.
Choice to torture dogs?
I didn't hear what you said, sorry.
Was it Michael Vick's choice to torture and kill dogs?
Yes.
Of course it was.
And he had to pay a price because it's illegal.
Sam, likening fast food mania to 9/11 is a very weak analogy, okay? And
it's not a weak analogy, John, because obesity is a bigger threat to this country than terrorism.
So the only reason people are obese is because of these places, you're saying?
Let me play devil's advocate. Let me play devil's advocate. You were part of a show that glorified gambling. It was a poker show, if I remember correctly. I used to watch it.
Yes.
And many people have lost their fortunes.
No.
Yeah, you are glorifying. Hold it. I want to finish my point.
Poker is not gambling.
Hold it.
Poker is not gambling.
Stop it.
How is poker not gambling?
What are you talking about? Poker is a game of skill. There's no look. Every casino game in Las Vegas, if you want to lose, you can walk up to the table or rather, in poker, if you want to lose, you can lose.
Right.
If you want to lose.
But what if you want to win and you lose?
Which is gambling. you can end up winning.
Poker is a game where you could lose a lot of money, even because you think you're going to win because you think you know what you're doing.
Right.
It is a game that has cost people their lives.
Right.
And yet you did the show. So I'm saying not that you shouldn't have done the show, but, But
you did, because you like gambling.
That's right. But John Hein is in the same boat. He knows what he's doing isn't perfect or good for everyone, but he's doing. Do you see that point?
No, because you're leaving the animals out of it.
All right, so then let me give you another point. Didn't you for years manage a boxer?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen what boxing does to a man's brain? I mean, have you seen the human cruelty to one another?
Yeah.
How could you advocate that and support it?
I wouldn't do it now.
All right. That's fair enough.
All right. You changed your stand. The one thing I will criticize about John's show is
Robin.
Well, because, again, it tells you what it is. It says, this is fast food. We all know what fast food is, and these are the maniacs who eat it.
That's right.
The one thing I will criticize is that they don't go get, John's bigger than anybody he interviews. Like they give you these couple of people who can eat this crap and not be obese.
Not the shows I saw.
No, there was a very an attractive girl talking about her love of something, and
I saw a couple that won the Chick-fil-A or the Whataburger contest, and I just thought, oh my God.
Yeah, well, there was that 100-year-old couple. That's
Robin,
saying
Sam,
you can actually live on this.
Sam, have you voiced this outrageous anger toward The Simpsons when they have fast food companies advertising on it? Have you demanded that The Simpsons remove all fast food restaurant advertising?
Like Disney getting rid of all that
Right.
stuff.
Have you demanded?
No, I haven't.
All right. Well, okay.
But,
all right. Well, you've got work to do.
I think, I actually do think that Homer satirizes America's. First of all,
I think it's too subtle.
30 years ago, when The Simpsons, I don't know how long it is.
Right.
John probably knows. But Homer was fat. He's not fat. He's actually the average weight of an American now.
Right. Now his fat is normal.
And we always made, and it was supposed to be a joke that he loved this food. He was supposed to be a moron for doing it. And now.
Well, I understand your point. I understand your point.
John Hein, my first, what?
Because when you do watch the show, you kind of say to yourself, you know, maybe fast food is kind of fun, too, the whole lifestyle. And why am I being so uptight?
Maybe I want to be a part of that.
Maybe I'll go get a big burger.
Yeah.
But, you know, and people don't realize how dangerous it is. I mean, we did that experiment that guy did at work. How long have we had that cheeseburger sitting out there now?
Since January.
Since January. How many months is that?
6 almost.
Is there a cheeseburger still out there?
Yeah, we have a cheeseburger because we read about this in the paper. We have a cheeseburger sitting in our office for 6 months. There it is. The cheese is absolutely perfect.
Yep.
There
is no mold.
And John Hine, when he's at White Castle, he goes,
"Look at that,
100% beef, everybody."
I mean, that scares the shit out of me.
Like it's really 100% beef.
That thing has not changed.
No, how do we explain that, John? That the roll, the beef, and the cheese have no mold, and that's 6 months.
Yeah, it's preserved well.
Doesn't that scare you?
Yeah, it does.
And you're eating that.
Well, it's a cheeseburger, so
Sam is calling. Sam is calling for you to show that aspect of fast food on the show.
No, yes. Well, they're not going to do that. But
no, we're not.
I want John to watch Glass Walls with Paul McCartney on YouTube. And he has to watch the whole thing.
Sam, I will watch it. I pledge here I will watch that show.
Okay.
But you call up Howard,
Good man.
but you call up Howard, and I know you said it's nothing against me, but you basically trashed the show which just got out of the game. And you're entitled to your opinion, but like you're preaching like this is something that's not done on television about any. I mean, that's a great point Howard made about your poker show. And
no, it's not.
Yes, it is. You said poker. Sam, how could you say that poker isn't gambling? I think you're a smart guy.
What I say about the boxer?
That's
just a ridiculous statement.
My poker show. We played low stakes poker. We didn't play high stakes poker. It was to show the camaraderie and fun of having.
According to Artie, he dropped like $1,000 to you that night.
Yeah, he lost money on that show.
To most people, that ain't low stakes.
Sam, you're showing the fun of playing poker and gambling, and that's fine. Actually, I happen to like that. I'm showing the fun of going to these places, of enjoying the food if you like that food, and seeing other people who are crazy like me.
What about the animals, John?
We're not talking about the animals, Sam. It's not Sam. It's not the point of the show. On the poker show, do you show how the cards are made? Do you show where the chips come from?
Do you show the people living in shacks who lost their entire fortune?
No, cards can't suffer. Chips don't suffer.
Somebody made
people
them.
suffer.
What about the people who kill themselves because they've lost all their money playing cards? You're going to pretend like that doesn't happen?
Kentucky Fried Chicken killed 1 billion chickens last year. Do you think 1 billion people killed themselves because they lost money at poker?
Sam, I think people can walk up to a Kentucky Fried Chicken and say, you know what, I love this food, I'm going to go there. Or they can go down the street to a restaurant and eat Thai food. It's up to them. The choice is theirs. And you're going to praise the people making Thai food, but knock the people making Kentucky Fried Chicken. Any product in this country
I got to
is
be
made
honest with you, though.
way.
I mean, Sam is bringing something up that people don't like to think about, how their food is murdered.
Gets
you
to
know.
their plate.
That's all food. Not all food, but
not
most
all food, but
animal.
John?
No, food that comes that were animals that were killed for that. I get that. I understand that. Okay, I'm a smart guy.
But you're okay with that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan of the cruelty that might happen. Like,
well,
I guess at
every fast food place.
No. I close my eyes to that willfully.
So you're in denial.
Of course I am.
He doesn't want to think about it.
I don't want to think about it. I want to enjoy the bucket at KFC. And that's my choice to make. And a lot of people make that choice.
That's I'm saying
all right, boys.
That choice is horrible, I think.
Sam, not everybody in the...
No, but you're saying like you...
I respect how... No, I respect how you eat and how Robin eats and how Howard eats. That's your choice, and that's fine. But don't tell me how to eat. Okay, the whole world isn't vegans and vegetarians. In fact, most of the world isn't.
But John, you're saying that this is me telling you, and I'm saying I don't care about you. I care about the animals. They're suffering because people eat meat.
Yes, and they will continue to suffer because people eat meat. That's the way the world is, and you want to change the world. I get it.
Not after you watch this video.
All right, Sam.
Go watch the video and tell us what your reaction is.
Hey, Howard,
John Hine, it turns out, is in the most controversial show of the year.
It is. It's
look at him. He's done it again.
I thought it was you, Howard.
Yeah, me. I'm just a nice judge.
Sam, you'll like this week's episode a lot better. It's all about the drive-through, the different drive-thrus throughout the country.
Well, Sam, you can get behind that.
Of course, I will say again, the meat...
Is that bad for the mileage on cars or something?
Gases, then all the automobiles in the world combined. We can save the world from incinerating by not eating meat. I'm tweeting at Simon Sam.
All right. Are there more cool tweets about murdering chickens?
I'm about to send out some links to the Dalai Lama saying boycott KFC. I'm going to do.
Wow, John has inspired protest.
And I'll do
all right. Yeah, yes, Sam, are you getting laid? That's all that counts. You sound like a guy who's not getting laid.
What?
Are you getting laid?
Yes, sure.
All right. Yes, Gary.
That's the guys in the office are asking. Sam has nice cars. Do they have leather seats?
No.
Okay.
All right.
No. Everybody always looks for these stupid things. No. And not only that, they're solar.
Yeah, by the way,
all of his cars are solar?
I've been in Sam's car, and I got to tell you, there are no seats. All right. Thank you, Sam.
Okay.
Good to speak with you.
Bye.
Wow, controversy follows you,
Man,
John.
he was on fire.
When your dad goes to KFC, does he think about how the chicken gets killed?
My dad doesn't think about me. What is he going to think about a chicken? He looks at a chicken the same way he looks at
Doesn't
me.
mean it's not right not to think about how the animal gets to your plate.
Yeah, but I'm not.
But I don't think the consciousness of, the people that John is talking to is all that high.
Right.
They're
All
not
right.
caring about where it comes from or how it got there.
Well, if anything, you should thank Sam. That's got to be an excellent commercial for your new show.
Yeah, I think so. But the logic that poker isn't gambling, and he kind of lost me a little bit there.
Look, anything that people like, they like to defend. Look at you.
Of course.
That's it. All right,
Robin
interesting.
just called me dumb, but I don't care.
No,
I'm still gonna
I
go to
didn't say you were dumb. I said the people you're talking to.
Hey, you're like the professor of dumb people.
I feel so much better.
All right, Big John. There you go. John Hine, when is the show on?
It's on Sunday nights at 10 o'clock on Destination America.
No need to give out what channel Destination America is.
Everybody knows it.
That's America's channel.
Exactly.
All right, thank you,
guys.
John. Poor guy's got one fucking show on Destination America. Sam found it.
Sam is screaming about a show nobody sees.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. By Sam screaming about it, he actually got them some audience.
He's going to make it a hit.
John.
Yes?
Well, first off, don't they say all press is good press?
I hope so. At first, I was really ticked because it seems like Sam went out of his way to knock the show.
Right.
But in listening to his argument, I know he's a big animal rights advocate, and I really do respect that. But I think he's kind of missing the point when it comes to this show. We're all about the celebration of fast food and exploring why people eat it and the history behind it. And he's just looking at how the food gets killed. And I think whenever anybody goes into any restaurant, you're not necessarily thinking about that. You're just enjoying the food. And that's the point I was trying to make.
And Sam is just another hypocrite with another. We're all hypocrites, and we all have vices, and we all do things that, we all have things that we're passionate about. But when you guys pointed the finger towards him with gambling, with being a boxing manager, with the way The Simpsons portray certain elements of society, he really had no argument.
I'm glad Howard brought that up. He argued it much better than I did, and it's true. I mean, I love to gamble, but you're kidding. Poker isn't gambling?
Right.
That's just a stupid thing to say. And with managing the boxers, though I said he wouldn't do it now, you get in the ring, you're taking your life in your hands. I'm not knocking either of those things, but people understand the consequences of what they're doing and then make their decisions accordingly. And that's all I'm saying about this. Plus, this is more about, having kids that had birthday parties at these places when they were 6 years old. The goofiness and the wackiness and the fun. This isn't a hard-hitting documentary on cuisine. That's not the point of the show. It's just to have fun at these places that so many people go to.
Right, it's about the culture and nostalgia associated.
Absolutely.
All right, Sharon, I've kept you on hold long enough. I promised you I would get to you first thing in the morning.
Oh, it's no problem.
All right, Sharon. Sharon wants to play a game. I have a Bigfoot game for her. It's time to play Bigfoot Game.
How is the Bigfoot game played?
Glad you asked that. The Bigfoot game is very simple. If you're playing along at home, have fun and get our home game as well. The game is played very simply. We ask Bigfoot a question. Let me give you a sample. Here's the first question. This doesn't count. This is just a practice question to get you familiar with the game. We ask a question like this.
What is bin Laden's first name?
All right. Now, bin Laden, as you know, is Osama bin Laden. And most Americans know that name. It's gone down in infamy.
But does Bigfoot know the name?
But Bigfoot lives in Vermont. He's isolated. I don't know his intelligence level, but it doesn't seem all that high. And so, you'd sit there and you debate it in your head, but you got to come up. It's, listen, you got a 50-50 chance.
The big thing about these games is that Bigfoot does know something.
Well,
we just don't know what it is.
That's right. You got to tap into the Bigfoot mentality. Like, for example, I would say he probably does know Osama bin Laden.
Really?
Yeah, I would think so.
No.
You would say no. What would you say, Robin?
I think he must know Osama bin Laden.
Right. So this doesn't count. This is just to see where his head's at. Let's find out.
Bob
bin Laden. Well, actually, that's. It's right in a way. His real first name is Robert. He changed it. No, you would have been right, Sharon. You would have won.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there we go.
All right. So we're going to play the Bigfoot game now. Now, Sharon, in order to get this fabulous gift of the iPad, which I love, and Citrix was kind enough to give it to us.
Yes.
In order to get it, you've got to get 3 out of 5 right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start with your first question in the Bigfoot game.
All right.
Here we go.
What is H2O?
What is H2O? Now, you must know that, Sharon, right?
Yeah, I know what that is.
What is H2O?
It's water.
Water. That is correct. Now, get inside the head of Bigfoot.
Absolutely not.
You say, no way he knows. Now, Bigfoot had to go to school. They teach that in every school.
Yeah, but what class was he in, Howard?
Yeah, no way.
I think he went to school for head lice.
There's no way.
All right, here we go. H2O, you say no. Fred, lock her in on a no if you don't mind. All right. That is my game show assistant, Fred.
Thank you, Fred.
Yeah.
Most people have a beautiful woman.
No.
You're Fred.
My Vanna White is a rather haggard.
It's the bizarro world.
Tired man who I met in Hartford. A true genius would have, a hot blonde.
Yeah, Megan Fox would be your assistant.
Even Merv Griffin knew to put a hot blonde there. But I have Fred. All right, Fred, you locked her in on a no.
I did.
Let's find out. The question is, what is H2O?
Water.
There you go.
No way.
You got your first one wrong.
And he said it definitively.
Yep, this is what I'm telling you. The game is trickier than you thought.
Boy, it sure is.
Yep. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do for you, Sharon, because I'm in a magnanimous mood.
Oh, be in a magnanimous mood.
I'm going to give you one last one. If you get it right, I'll give you the iPad.
Oh,
Winner takes all?
That's it. Winner takes all, Robin.
All right.
That's right.
Excellent. Okay.
All right, we asked Bigfoot the following question.
Okay.
How many wheels are on a unicycle?
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Good luck.
Oh, my God.
How many wheels are on a unicycle? I say there's no way in hell he knows this.
I agree with you. There's no
you
way in
never
hell. I don't
know.
think he knows what a unicycle is.
You
Right.
never know what Bigfoot's experience has been. He could
Well-
have been involved with a circus.
I have to go with my gut on this one. I've got to say no.
Yeah, I could see him as like the bearded lady in a circus, and he hung out in the cage next to the unicycle man.
I mean, I think he's got to think it's a bicycle.
Yeah. What are you going to say? You're going to say
No. Doesn't
Okay.
know.
All right. I mean, this is the kind of thing a 7-year-old would know, so I would say he doesn't know.
Yeah, there's no way.
All right. Let's hope you're right. I got my fingers crossed for
Let's
you.
hope.
All right. Here we go. Bigfoot. How many wheels on a unicycle?
Is the number 3 an even number or an odd number?
Oh.
What happened?
Must have jumped. Hold on a second. The suspense is killing me.
Me too.
Let me see something.
How many wheels are on a unicycle?
All right, here we go.
Is the number 3...
Oh, they didn't edit it right.
I think he said two.
He said
I think
two.
he said two.
He said 2. That just totally blew, though.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I win.
I got to get out of radio.
Not a clean
But
contest.
I got to tell you, at AGT, this shit don't go down. Although they did get scammed.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's worse?
I don't know. Guys, what happens there? Who is putting this on the DVD or whatever that's called, the CD? Who's the culprit that just sabotaged my game? Bring him to me. Bring him to me. Bring him to the call.
Sal will be in a moment.
It's Sal, that fuck, with the teeth. He's so busy whitening his teeth. By the way, good thing, Robin, I'm reading GTD, Get Things Done. You're going to watch me fire Sal now.
Okay.
Sal, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I did nothing wrong. I double-checked it for your accuracy, and then you went back, and the answer was there.
Sal, there's no stop between the question and the answer.
It was on mine, and I double-checked. That's weird.
So if I
but
go
is there
back
a track there, Howard? Is it on the particular track? I know there's no stop.
It's no stop.
I double-checked it
I need
for
a stop.
I know. It should be on the track. I double-checked it for accuracy.
You double-checked it.
I double-checked
So if I
all
go
the...
back there and play it and it doesn't work, will you resign?
No.
Why?
Well, because
you double-checked it. Why are you afraid to risk your job on this? Let's play the real game show. Forget Sharon and her dumb iPad. Let's play the real game.
Howard, I'm not lying. I know better.
You see this CD? Track 12?
Yeah.
It's track 11 and 12 for the game.
Right.
I'm going to go back there. I'm going to play it.
Right.
If it stops, you have no problem. You have your job.
I have the same exact player as
If it doesn't stop,
you
lose your job.
Why wouldn't
Fred, lock him in on a yes and no.
Why would it not stop, though? Why would it not stop?
Let's play the game.
If it's on the track, why would it not stop?
It didn't stop. I just play here. Listen.
Well, you went back and then it played.
No.
I heard the answer.
Of course it did. But it played. It wasn't proper. It wasn't like all the other ones.
I know that.
So you did it wrong. You did your job wrong. You don't know that?
I didn't do it wrong because when I checked it worked out.
Listen.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
How many wheels are on a unicycle?
And then I go to play the answer.
Is the number 3 an even number or
it's
an
missing?
And then how'd you find it?
I had to keep going back until I can find it.
Well, maybe the CD has it after.
Listen.
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 Oh, God.
Here's what you did.
2. Is the number 3 an even number or an odd number?
You combined it with 12 and 13. You fucked up.
I don't recall that.
You fucked up. You don't recall it because you're busy teeth whitening. Your teeth look like shit. You dummy. You had nice teeth. $12,000 on teeth.
6.
And 6 because you fucking cut a deal so you can do free commercials on my show, you cocksucking user. Get out of here.
I've never done a free commercial on your show.
$6,000. Why did the guy give you a discount? So you'd mention it on the show.
I mentioned my teeth. I never mentioned him.
Yeah, okay. So again, I'm a dummy, right? There's
You're
a
not
distinction.
I mean, I'm sorry about.
I'll tell you what. I'll mention my teeth if you give me a discount.
That's not how
you use me. You have no respect for me.
That's a blatant
user.
lie.
He mentioned the dentist's name in the news story.
Yeah.
Obviously, the news came to me and mentioned the story. Yeah.
Yeah. So you cut a side deal. Now you're selling advertising on my show.
Like Lisa, like you said with Lisa G, like
go enjoy your teeth.
Something.
Go enjoy your teeth.
I did a whole Howard TV special.
Thank you for doing that. Next time, consult me first. See if I want it on Howard TV. You getting your fucking dumb teeth.
Well, I went through Doug.
All right.
I'm sorry about this. I fucked up. I'm very
Check your work 500 times.
I will. But that is very strange. I apologize profusely. I mean, it's crazy. I have been Howard.
Why don't I fire you? What's wrong with me? Am I a sucker?
No.
And then you go out and cut side deals?
I'm not cutting side deals for my fucking teeth.
Sure you
dude.
did. Did you mention the finance company that financed your teeth?
Yeah, but
on the air?
When Gary asked me about,
you get a special deal. You got $6,000.
Yeah.
You were paid $6,000 for a commercial, and you don't know you did the wrong fucking thing?
I don't know how.
What are you, retarded?
Apparently I am. All right. Well,
let's play the real game.
Go ahead, play it.
And by the way, you're a smart guy because you know what? You outfoxed me. I thought for some stupid reason you were honest.
How am I not?
I'm a sucker.
You're not a...
Repeat after me, Howard's a sucker.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Don't say it because I want to hear it. Because if you tell me, maybe I'll learn something. Tell me what I am to my face. To look at me in the eye and tell me what I am.
You're Howard Stern.
And what am I?
You're the...
Don't say I'm a sucker.
You're America's judge.
That's right. What am I?
You are the king of all media.
No, Sal. I'm not joking. Tell me what I am.
You're Austrian, Russian, and Polish.
No, what am I? I'm a sucker. Tell me.
Why are you a sucker?
I fell for it. You tricked me.
For what?
You outfoxed me.
What are you talking about?
With the teeth
Yeah,
and the side deals.
Howard's a sucker.
Thank you.
Howard's a sucker.
Thank you. Tell me again. Now I know what I am. What a sap I am.
Howard's a sucker.
What's going on? He got his teeth at a discount for commercials?
Yeah. He cuts deals. And if he had come to me like a human being and say, hey, Howard, I'm trying to get my teeth whitened. Do you think I could cut a side deal with this guy and get a reduction in the price? I would have sat down with him and said, look, man, we don't use the show for that stuff. I'd rather pay for his fucking teeth. First of all, his teeth are ridiculous.
He didn't need these teeth. You know, I mean, I can understand it if it was for something.
Robin, you got breast reduction. You didn't need that. Did you need breast reduction?
I didn't get a
And you talk about your tits every day.
I didn't get a discount.
I don't
Never mentioned the doctor.
Well, discount or not, there's discounts every day. If I go out and buy a pair of jeans at a discount, am I using it for the show?
you
I'm still
got the
paying out of my
discount
pocket.
because of my show.
Absolutely, there is.
You used me.
I didn't use you.
You just said absolutely. You got a discount because of the show.
There is a relationship
so
to the show.
So you came in here and
it's
told
inevitable.
the guy.
I work at the show.
You told the guy, "Don't worry, pal. Howard will."
No, I
he's
never
such a
said
sucker.
that. I swear
you
on
think
my children.
David Letterman's staff is able to cut side deals for whitening their teeth, and then they go, "Don't worry, Dave's a fucking sucker. I'll get
Howard's
on
a
camera."
sucker.
I'm
No.
a sucker. Tell me. I'm to my
You're
face.
not a sucker.
No, I am. It's
That's
okay.
not the deal. I was.
Tell me what I am.
I was
Howard's a
approached to
sucker.
get my teeth
No,
done.
come on, man.
I was
Tell
approached.
me what I am. Don't be a pussy.
I'm not being a pussy. I'm being
Howard's
real.
a
If I was a
sucker.
fucking pussy,
You're
I'd call you a
pussy.
sucker.
You're a fucking
no,
pussy.
No, if I was
Tell me
a
what
pussy,
I am. Tell the world what I am. I'm a sucker.
How the fuck are you a sucker?
Because I
got a
fell for
discount on teeth.
If you
I
worked
never
for
even mentioned it.
Letterman, do you think you would have snuck on the show and mentioned your discount for teeth?
No, and I didn't sneak on the
That's
show.
why you won't work for Letterman.
I didn't sneak on
Howard's
the
a
show.
sucker.
I don't want to work
I'm
for
a
Letterman.
sucker.
Howard's a
You're
sucker.
not a sucker.
I am.
Howard's a
Sal,
sucker.
you outsmarted me. I go around thinking I'm
you.
smarter than Sal.
I got my fucking
You're
teeth done.
smarter
It's
than
my
me.
business.
You're smarter
Listen,
than me.
if I work here, certain things come up.
Oh,
Howard's a sucker.
okay.
When I caught my wife cheating on me, was I a sucker then? No, it was contributing to the show because I work here. I get my teeth done. I didn't tell him that.
is
Don't
not
put
the
words
same
in my
thing.
mouth.
Yes, you did.
I did not tell him that. I swear on my kids.
Bullshit.
I did not.
Bullshit.
He came up to me at a club and he said he could help me with my teeth and give me a discount. And that's exactly what I did. And then I went to Doug and said, I'm getting my teeth done. Would you like to tape it? And he said yes. And I never mentioned the fucking guy's name on the air ever. Only on my Twitter. It's not bullshit, dude. That's bullshit.
Bullshit.
What you're saying is bullshit.
Bullshit. Fucking maniac.
I'm going to have a heart attack.
Would you go back and fucking stop looking at yourself in the mirror with your teeth and your tanning and make sure when you put together a game that you do it right?
I'm very, very sorry. These things do happen. They're technical issues. They do happen. They are inevitable. All the computers around here. I've been trying to get a new computer for 3 months. You know what the guy said to me today, Suresh?
What did he say?
He says, we have to wait till a whole bunch of computers break down because SiriusXM won't just fund one computer.
Let me tell you something about this company. They've lost interest in this show. They take it for granted. You should have a computer inside of 3 seconds.
I know.
If it wasn't for this show and what we do. See, now you got me off track from yelling at you.
You
fuck.
can yell at me again. I
am
don't care.
stupid. But this is the truth. Because now you brought up a topic that's even worse than your teeth. And you know what that is?
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. You should have a computer in 3 seconds. Because I have to remind this company, even though they don't listen, the reason the whole thing exists, the reason that one guy's trying to buy the company from the other guy, the reason there was a merger, the reason everything happened was one reason. This show. This show, that's it. There's no other reason. And this fucking imbecile with his teeth can't get a computer.
I asked the guy, the computers are slowing down. I go, I know you have virus software. He goes, yeah, but we don't have spy software. I go, why don't you put the fucking anti-spy software in the computers?
Right.
He says they won't fund it. And they said...
They won't fund it.
And by the way, all of your computers here, he says, particularly in Studio 69, you guys do not have spyware, anti-software.
Oh, you want to know why?
And he goes, you know what they said to him?
What?
They go, if the spyware should happen to come in, just wipe out their computers and reboot everything. And it's just crazy.
You know what it is?
It's a penny-wise, dollar-foolish.
Because I'm the enemy. Don't you know that? Don't you know every company I've worked for and built up, I become the enemy because they all get jealous? It's happened everywhere. I thought it was going to be different here. But things rapidly changed. Mm-hmm. I'm the enemy. I'm the enemy.
You are.
I'm always the enemy.
Even to Sal.
I caused a merger of 2 companies when XM was clobbering this company. You think the computer would... Do you think that if I ran this company, I'd say, you know what? I'm going to get rid of an entire channel just to make sure you guys have a computer.
Exactly.
They could get rid of 500 of these channels, and they'd still...
And nobody'd even notice.
No one would even know.
Right.
We requested Adobe Audition software updates.
Listen, just do me a favor.
He got you off track.
He did. He did get me off track.
Shut up, Fooey.
Howard's a sucker.
Listen,
foxed me.
Go back to taking your nap. There's nothing more disgraceful and disgusting than going to sleep on the most popular radio show in the world. Don't talk to me about a technical glitch. It's a technical glitch.
Technical glitch. You didn't.
It was all the time.
If you did, you
didn't check your work. I want you to admit you didn't check it.
I swear to God, I checked it. I swear to God. And you know what? And I'll tell you what. And I remember. And I'll break it down for you specifically. I remember turning it back. I remember that jump. I remember it. And then I turned it back, and then the track played.
Impossible.
But what I remember
my CD player is no different than yours.
I know it's not, but I'm saying like I remember.
CD player.
I'm telling you specifically. I recall.
Gary, go back in Sal's room and play it back. I guarantee.
No,
you
I'm saying to you that it jumped in my computer, but when I turned the dial back, it played.
Okay.
But if it jumped in your computer,
so you
that
heard
would be,
it without it working, and then it played, and then you just said to yourself, "Okay, now it works."
No, it played at the answer to.
Listen to what you just said.
Right.
Listen to what you just said.
No, I didn't. No.
Yes, that's just what you said.
I guess so. I guess so in some odd way.
In some odd way.
Nothing odd about it.
What you just said was, I played it, it jumped. Then I played it again, and it was fine. And then I gave it to Howard.
Yeah. That's right.
That's why you're a fuck up.
I went through.
Listen to me.
And then I went through the rest of the tracks.
Listen to me. I can't have this. I can't go through a contest and have that.
I know that. And you know what? In the past year,
Sal,
there haven't been any.
Teeth are unimportant.
I agree. All right, fine.
You think you're going to have some movie career because of your dumb teeth?
We're doing a few films.
You work for me. I'm the only one paying you.
I know.
Trust me.
There's
nobody. There's a few shitty, what he calls independent films, which means they're not even independent films. Independent films rejected these films. They don't have a name yet for what these films are. They haven't figured out a name yet for them. Like this, you know how there's like the independent film, small film. You hear an actress going, "I'm in a very small film." This film is so fucking small, they haven't figured out how to give it a word, like microscopic films. They're coming up with a new term.
I think it's called straight to DVD.
Yeah, well, DVD. There'll never be a DVD.
Straight to video cassette.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Teeth are not a career. Let me tell you something. If teeth were a career, Gary would be king of entertainment. Use your head.
And Sal, by the way,
film you needed new teeth.
One last thing. Now, I yelled at Sal the whole way. I go, "Sal, what happened?" And he goes, "It played. It got the answer." He goes, "You owe me a fucking apology." So now that you know what's wrong, do you owe me an apology?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
I owe
Damn right. If you're in your studio and you see something screws up, and then you go back and check it, and it plays, there's a 50-50 chance there's something wrong.
I agree. And when I turned it back and it played, then I went forward and the rest of the tracks played.
But what you should have done is started over again and just played it the way Howard would play it and see if the same thing happened again.
You don't shit your pants about me. You know why? Because I don't fire anybody.
Oh, I do shit.
And I'm reading Getting Things Done.
I don't sleep at night. I don't sleep at night.
You don't sleep at night because you don't get any pussy.
Well, that's another story.
I jerked off last night. I came hard. I slept like a rock. I jerked off last night.
So you're not getting any pussy either if you jerked off?
Well, my wife wasn't home.
God bless you.
If she was home, I would add some
Mine
pussy.
was. That's the problem.
That's right.
I'm only kidding.
Yeah, nice teeth.
I'm only kidding.
He's got the whitest teeth on the show now, whiter than yours, Gary.
You know, I have to say, when I got my teeth, as bad as they are, when I got my teeth, the dentist came to me, and it's like women getting tits. He goes, "Here's the thing of colors, right?"
Yeah.
And so, of course, I point to Sal's color.
I thought you point to a piece of shit because that's what they look like.
I point to Sal's color. My dentist goes, "Listen, you can't put that color on. It's ridiculous."
Right.
He goes, "You got to go to a color that's more in line with the rest of your teeth. Otherwise, it's going to look ridiculous."
Oh, now Sal's dentist is on the phone, so he's really going to get what he wants.
No, don't.
Sharon, hold on. I'll give you your prize. Hold on.
Okay.
Yes, doctor. This is Dr. Bean, Sal's dentist, I guess. Yes, doctor.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
First of all, I've been a fan for 32 years.
Thank you.
I've been listening to the show forever.
Thank you.
You are amazing on AGT. My wife loves you, which she never, ever would ever listen to you, and now she loves you. The
Thank
kids
you,
love you. The kids love you. So what happened with Sal, he had originally, one of the dentists did his gums, who's my client. You know, we work together, the gum doctor and the teeth doctor. We work together. So he said, he calls me up, said, "Sal from the Stern Shows wants to do his teeth." I said, "Listen, we have a budget over the course of the year that we do a lot of pro bono cases for people that don't have money, for very big celebrities like."
He's got money. He just bought his wife $800 pair of shoes.
Right. So he came up and he wanted to do he wanted to do 16 teeth, and that the laboratory fees are $6,000. That's what our fees.
No,
are
I am Dr. Bean. You've done nothing wrong. This is something between me and Sal.
Okay.
What Sal has done is...
It's Dr. Dean, not Dean.
Oh, Dr. Dean. Bean is funnier, though.
It is.
Well, that's my other staff I should fire. They
My
put
teeth look like beans.
They put up Dr. Bean. That's, again, another faux pas.
See, things do happen.
Oh, things do happen.
Unfortunately, they do not. But listen, you want to make sure those margins are not tight.
Come on, Sal. Check your work. You're so busy with the teeth and your independent film.
I'm not. I swear to you, Howard. This is certainly a priority.
Sal, when something screws up, you go. You know what? If the dentist did that to your teeth, you'd be pretty fucking pissed, wouldn't you? He didn't have room for mistakes.
Absolutely not.
All right.
So he wanted to do 60. I said, listen, Sal, I didn't know you were out of budget. When you guys went on the show and said, he's spending all his money, I really felt terrible. I said,
you know what you should have said to him? You should say, well, you don't have the money, sir. Leave.
No,
well, what happens with Sal is, it's known he's on my show, and everyone knows. Everyone can walk in here and somehow finagle, this guy mentioning his teeth, mentioning this, mentioning that.
So what happened was I said, let's just do the 8 teeth. I'll bond the bottoms. I said, no problem with that. I'll take care of it. Still look great. And then I said, what kind of color do you want? He goes, I want them to look real. I want them to look white. So we gave him a natural color. We didn't give him a super white.
They're too white, doctor.
Natural for who?
They're natural if you're someone who lives next to a radiation plant.
All right. Well, I told him after you said that, if you want to go darker, we can go darker.
He could go a shade darker. It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah. That's why we put the temporaries that way, so that the patient can kind of work it out and see.
Well, that was wise of you. I don't have a beef with you, doctor.
I don't know. I think that was brilliant because you put those sparkling white teeth in Sal's mouth. Somebody's got to talk about it.
Hey, this guy's well thought out.
Well, they're teeth. I mean, look, I got a job here because of somebody's teeth.
All right, enough with it. You said that line 3 times.
I'm making it clear that,
Yeah, okay.
Certain things are inevitable.
It's all fun. It's all fun and games.
Well,
except I had a contest. The final answer no one could hear.
Robin, I hope you feel better.
Thank you. Don't worry. She's fine. I'm the one who's fucking sick over here.
I think Baba Booey's got to get his teeth redone, by the way.
Oh, God.
Please, how many times can you go back to that well with him?
Well, I think he's got to go to the right guy.
The right guy. I think you'd have to go to another planet to find the right guy.
There's no right guy for his
Trust
teeth.
me. If you had to work on his teeth and your final project at dental school was working on him, they would never let you have a license because he's impossible to cure. All right. Thank you, Dr. Dean.
Okay.
All right.
Say hi to Kurt Voltheimer.
Right.
Howard's a sucker.
Seems like a nice man, Dr. Dean. All right, Gary.
Howard, before I go any further.
What are you, stuttering now? What were you, in a war? You stepped on a mine?
Are you a hero?
My teeth are touching my tongue. I can't speak properly.
All right, what do you want to say?
I will take out the CD, and I will
It's too late.
No.
Now you're going to fix it?
No,
it's useless. You're going to now re-record it.
No.
Why would you do that? Why would you waste my time with that?
It was a glitch. It's been established. It's been fixed. We know that the lady lost the game or won or whatever the case may be.
She won.
But from this point forward, I'd like to double check it, like you said, and make sure that
you're going to go double check your work.
Howard's a sucker.
How backward are you?
Howard's
you ever hear Professor Backwards? That's you. You're going to go now check your work. Here, Sal. Here's the CD. Go check your work.
Goodness.
Here. That's going to help me. Thank you.
Well,
you're going to go check your work. Okay, here.
I checked it, but
I'm never going to play it again. But go check it.
He's actually going to triple check it.
You triple check it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sal.
You're welcome.
Well done. And you did a good job with the thing, and then you fuck up.
It was a great game.
It was a great game.
He comes up with great ideas, and then he doesn't follow them.
Maybe let Richard record this stuff. Maybe you don't know how to work the equipment.
Richard does record some stuff. We work on these things together.
And then you make fun of Scott. Scott knows how to record things. Let him teach you.
CD skip once in a while. I know
maybe
shouldn't skip here. I know
Can
that.
we make a new rule? Can we make a new rule between us?
Yeah.
Every time I play a game on the show, after the game is over, go back and double check the CD. Okay?
That's a bad rule, Howard.
Yeah. Why? It's perfectly logical. It's Sal. That's what he's going to go do.
No, I'm saying just to protect the rest of the game.
You know why I'm stupid? I let you and Richard have a room together. That's what I'm breaking up. I'm going to put Scott in with Richard, and I'm going to give you your own studio because you're not concentrating. You're back there blowing each other all day and fucking around and
no, we're not.
your goddamn bromance.
No, what we do is brainstorm about ideas.
There's not a brain between the two of you.
Why don't you let someone else check your work?
I do.
Take the CD to
give it to
Scott.
Richard.
I give it to Scott.
Did you give that to Scott? What happened to your system?
This particular one, I'm not sure if I gave to Scott.
I can guarantee you didn't.
I don't think I did.
Right.
But
I don't think you did either.
I think
Call
you're
me
right.
clairvoyant. Call me a mentalist.
All right. I apologize.
Right.
It will be fixed.
Howard's a sucker. You know, he's going to go now check his work. It's unbelievable to me. By the way, this weekend, Sal will be in Dallas, where he'll look for Lee Harvey Oswald. He's going to go back and see if he can find them.
This weekend,
That's what that's like.
This
you know?
weekend I'll be doing a charity, and I never promoted it. For free, for breast cancer.
Yeah, good. All right, never mind. I don't even want to say it. Go ahead, goodbye. No.
Get out of here.
I think he has teeth cancer.
I don't know what happened when they put those teeth in his mouth.
That's Sal, the stockbroker.
Howard's a sucker.
Right, Sal, I agree. Thank you for saying it again.
That's Sal with the dazzling smile.
Say that 3 more times, Sal.
Howard's a sucker. Howard's a sucker. Howard's a sucker.
I'm reading that book, but it's doing me no good.
Well, what does the book say in a case like
Well,
this?
I'm only up to
Howard's
chapter 2.
a sucker.
I didn't get to the Sal chapter yet.
Yes.
This guy writes about how you can be more efficient, get things done quickly. And just when I think I'm getting ahead, I got a Sal. Blocks me.
A roadblock.
Because he says a lot of things you have to delegate. But here, I delegated the contest to him. Look what happened to me.
What does he say about who you should delegate to?
Well, you know, again, I've only read 2 chapters. I got to read the rest of the book this weekend.
Right. Don't expect progress until you finish the book.
I feel like Ishkabibble.
Who is Ishkabibble?
I don't know.
My mother used to say that name all the time.
It's a biblical. It's a biblical. I think he was a moron.
Ishkabibble.
I think he was. I think he was an idiot. Oh, here I got the book in front of me. GTD, Get Things Done, Chapter 3. Never hire your fans. Who formerly called themselves stockbrokers, and we're not even sure what the hell he was doing there. And then there's another edition in the chapter that says, especially guys who like hung outside the studio day and night and didn't go to work
with posters and websites.
Yeah, and I hired him full time. Yeah, think about that. He wasn't doing his job. He was outside my studio with posters, and I should have said to myself, there's not a guy who's into his job.
Not only that, even when he was in the office, he was getting the other office people to make phony phone calls.
I know. I hired him. I like his ideas. You know. Yeah. All right, I got to take a break. It's been an hour and 16 minutes of time you've wasted, Robin.
Oh my God.
And now we have to get to a commercial.
Howard's a sucker.
Thank you, Sal. Remind me every 10 minutes. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
South tour.
It's been a long time since I got a beating like that.
So why'd you fight back so vehemently? I mean, why were you going
because
back?
Because he kept saying it.
Are you going to go double or triple check it right now?
Yeah, I am. Let's do this.
Howard's a sucker. You know what happened, bud? What? If a track is too short, you got to add silence to it. It freaks the CD out.
Well, what does the book say?
That's why it jumped on
that answer.
Like
Bigfoot only said 2, so it was 2.
This guy writes about how you can be more efficient.
Sal, walk me through it if you don't mind.
Is the number 3 an even number or an odd number?
Does it do that on your player?
Yeah. Well, like I said, originally it did, but then when I thought the tracks bled, and when I turned the dial manually, it worked fine, but it didn't. I just thought that when I first did it, and I heard the 2 jump, I was like, I thought that sometimes, like if you hit the button too fast, it'll go to the next track. I thought that's what I did. So when I turned the dial manually to track 13, it was fine. So I said, and that's where I screwed up. I didn't realize that it wasn't me hitting the button. It was the track itself was too small. And when the track is too small, it will bleed into the next track on the player.
So,
I got a new computer for you.
Sal, was it?
That's awesome.
Sal, was it an error on your part then?
Yes.
By not leaving enough pad time and
yes. And that's what I've learned now. That was the problem. Apparently, which I wasn't aware of. Like Richard just made me aware of it. Which thank you, Richard. That you need a little bit more time. If a track is too short, it'll jump.
Sal, at any point did you consider just owning up to it and just even if
I did.
No, but at the very start of it, just diffusing it and just saying, Howard, you know what? Let me go back. I probably screwed up. I know I screwed up. You know, just
all right. Let me answer that. You did. You probably screwed up. You did screw up. It's too late to go back. The game is over.
But you fought him for a while on it.
I didn't fight him on that. I said that it was checked, and what happened was when I went to the next track, it worked. So, and then I went through the rest of the tracks, and they all worked. But the problem was the padding issue with the time.
That was the problem.
Right, but while you were in there, why not just lay down
in the end,
first?
I said that
for a little bit.
I said that in the end. In the end, I said when I went through it, the track jumped and I turned it manual with the dial, and then all the rest of the tracks played fine.
But look at all the pain you went through to get to that. I mean, it took by not diffusing it yourself. You really, I mean, what about the aspects? The other aspects of this segment. I mean, you had him calling you out for possibly using the show. You had Gary piling on. I mean, this hurt.
Nah, it didn't. It felt great. Felt awesome. I loved it. I loved it. It was great.
I think you earned this.
Oh, I earned this.
Are you enjoying a golden age of Sal busting Sal's balls right now? I mean, the tables have truly turned for the past. I don't even know how to timeline it, but I feel like lately
it's weird because Sal is sort of new to the evolution of the show. You know, he's been here for a while, so like he's learning things that those of us who've been here for a long time learned a long time ago. Having said that, John Hines really new to the show, and he knows these things. But it's almost like Sal's like Jackie in '92. You know, at the Cordoba Hotel in Florida. They put me up. I didn't know. I just gave him a mention and it was free. Like, these are the things that I understand that somebody offered Sal free service, and I would say that Sal should say to the guy, listen, I can't take a free. It's funny. I had something with one of the clients. It might have been like Steven Singer or something like that, and it was a Mother's Day gift, and he said it to me, and I said, how much is it? And he said, don't worry about it. I'm like, no, that can't happen. And so he gave me a price, which is a fair price, and I paid it. But I could have said, hey, thanks a lot. And, you know, you got to know you can't do that.
Sal, I was starting to ask you before, it seems like Gary's been really dominant over you in recent weeks. I mean, he's really enjoying a golden age in the Sal versus Bowie.
Listen, kick them when they're down. That's Gary's thing. You know, that's the Howard Stern show thing. You know, when you're bent over picking up your teeth, Jason Kaplan comes by, kicks you in the ass. That's how the show works. I learned from one of the best. I take that as a compliment.
But I'm saying the next time Gary screws up, are you really going to pile on? Just
bet your sweet ass I am.
Enjoy it a little. Because I feel like that's been lacking a little bit from your end.
It's not going to lack
been
anymore.
A little bit too mature.
Don't worry about it. That's okay. You know in Iron Man, like how Iron Man had a suit and then the guy made a bigger suit? Gary's suit is his teeth, and my new teeth are the bigger suit. See what I'm saying? These chompers are going to take down those chompers.
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
How are you this morning, sir?
I'm well.
Right this way. Right this way.
Thank you.
You're well, but you're not Taco Bell material.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate the plug.
So you've got your new memoir.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that out on bookshelves now, or is it just about to?
It is out as we speak. It just dropped today, so we'll see how it does. I don't know. I think we could make the New York Times bestseller list. We just have to beat Baba Booey's book. What position did he come in? Like 7th or something? Oh, here he is now.
I think he might have topped the list at some point.
Yeah, that's Chris. By the way,
Chris, how you doing? Yeah, you. Sit tight. We're gonna take a break and then we'll get you in.
Oh, okay.
How's everything going? So is this your second or third book?
Well, it's my second book, but technically my third because Dr. Drew and I wrote a book a million years ago when we were like doing Love Line. And so it's like, it's really my second book. The first book came out the same day.
Right.
The book
So it's
came
your
out.
second Adam Alone book.
Yes, Adam Alone.
Do you still talk to Drew?
Yeah, I just saw him the other day.
Yeah, I talked to him from time to time. I like that guy.
He does my podcast. Hey, want me to sign it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Just
You got a
initial
pen?
the front and hold on to the pen. 1 second.
Wow. Can you believe this fucking Nimrod? Fire this guy.
No pen?
He drops off a piece of paper. And
You want you to write in blood?
I must just use a goddamn breakfast burrito to sign a fucking release? Fire this kid. I don't see this kid's face around here anymore. He's not Howard Stern material.
No, I mean, they're here to learn, but that's common sense.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy,
Sorry about that.
You should get a job at one of those parachuting places, and then you'd be up at 50,000 feet, go jump out of the plane, and the guy'd be going like, "Where's my parachute?" And you'd be like, "Huh?
Yeah.
You didn't bring your own? You don't have one?"
Yeah.
Yeah, get on my face. You make me sick.
Sorry about that.
Apologize to your dad when you're sleeping on his sofa. Oh, my date of birth. Always with the questions. Date of appearance.
It'd be the 12th.
That's the 12th.
Yeah, no, I got that one. There you go.
That is waiting for. Let's see.
That one's not beyond my expertise.
Yeah, see, 6/12. Wow, 2012. Boy. All right, signature. Oh, that's all I need.
Hey, Chris, could I see it for a second?
All right, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know, it's that I've heard you speak about that younger generation. It's
These kids come in here. This kid comes storming in.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it. Starts screaming at me to sign these papers, like just screaming, like he's just throwing them at me, like sign these papers. And then I was like, hold on, I'm looking for a pen. And then I'm like, do you have a pen? And then he just breaks down and starts bawling.
Right.
And he starts talking about video games.
Right.
And then he wants me to give him a trophy for getting him a pen. And I'm like, you just gotta go get a pen. And then he starts screaming, my dad's a lawyer. I'll sue your ass. I'll sue your old ass. And I was like, all I wanted was pen. And he said, I'll see you in court. And he stormed off.
We have documentation of this, so.
He started screaming for his dad, and he stormed off. His 2 dads. Actually, I think he has 3 dads. Either way, they're all lawyers these days. Anyway, it's a generational thing. You know what I mean?
It is. It's this young entitled generation.
Well, he's back with more paperwork.
Sorry to bother again. You need to initial the front as well. I know all this paperwork.
Did you see the way he just stormed in and started screaming?
The sense of
Arms,
entitlement that I
flying
have
about.
is
Very demanding.
Yeah. It's
You're good.
It's not his fault though. We've turned him into a monster.
True, but back in my day, we used a little please and thank you to get things done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hello, Mr. Corolla. Looking good today.
Right.
Have you lost weight? Wow, that
It goes a long way.
Are you a summer? Because that orange shirt really becomes you. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Right.
You know? And now he just comes flying in. Smells like dope. You know? Probably hopped up on the bath salts. You know? Comes in here screaming. And like I said, he threatened to sue me. And he won a trophy. So, what can I say? I saw him masturbating. I actually was making love to an avatar earlier. I mean, it was his avatar, but still, you should keep it at home.
Yeah. Generation weird.
It's sad, And by the way, you think that guy's storming the beach at Normandy? Hell no. That generation's gone, man.
We're lucky he got here on time this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if they were in charge of defeating the Nazis.
I saw him downstairs when I was coming in screaming at people who were smoking because they were too close to the building. Just, they're all pussies.
Well, lucky for you, you're going to enter a studio with a man from a different generation, a guy who gets it.
Yeah, Bubba the Love Sponge. That guy's salt of the earth.
Right. You know that intern actually is. He's Scott the engineer's nephew.
No, I knew I didn't like him.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I didn't like him.
That's why he reeked of failure and disappointment.
And secondhand smoke.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll let you finish your breakfast. We'll see you in the studio, sir. Thank you. See?
Thank you.
I see how it's done.
Adam Carolla is an old friend of the show. If you remember, he used to be a kind of a carpenter. He had a lot of odd jobs. He somehow hooked up with Jimmy Kimmel. They started the Man Show, and that's how he came to prominence. Where's Adam?
Literally, I went out to get him. He just stepped into the bathroom. Be here in 2 seconds.
Bathroom. Who's he,
Just
Britney
call
Spears?
for you, Adam, so I'll just take you right in.
Tell him he's on. It's showbiz.
Yeah, we had a long break there. He could have gone anytime.
Yeah, I was in break. I should mention. Here comes Adam. Okay, I'll mention this later. What did you do? You went off on a tirade about the 80s channel here at Sirius because you don't like they played Depeche Mode too much?
Such a piece of shit.
The 80s channel? I don't listen to. I listen to deep tracks. That's what a real man listens to.
If I hear fucking Union of the Snake by Duran Duran one more time on this piece of shit station,
are you an 80s guy? Is that your genre?
Well, the thing that drives me insane is they have a station called First Wave.
Right.
And First Wave is like, all right, here's all Talking Heads and Elvis Costello and Joe Jackson and all like the old first wave stuff, and then you hear fucking Union of the Snake and Men Without Hats and Safety Dance, and it's just a bunch of gay, horrible.
You don't like Safety Dance?
No,
you can dance if you want to.
I ironically wish those guys were crushed by an I-beam.
You know, I have to be honest. If I'm going to be an honest broadcaster, I think I like Safety Dance. But I don't know I want to hear it 100 times. You might have a point. You know what it is, though?
This is the thing. Here's what they do.
But you know, wait a second.
Yes.
You were in radio. You're still in radio. You're doing your podcast and all that. You know it's almost an impossible job to pick out music for the masses. In other words, for every song that you don't like or that you love, there's another guy sitting in his car going, I hate that song. My father said to me, never become a program director. It's the worst job in radio. You can't please. It's guys like you can't please them.
My dad said never leave the house. But
that's the advice my mom gave.
Here's what they do. Here's what these idiots do. They go out and they test the music with retarded people.
Okay.
They give them $10 or they show them something shiny. They pull them off the streets in Vegas. These are guys with like suede fanny packs. And they sit there and then they hear the piece of shit song and they go, oh, I like that Duran Duran song.
If you're that particular about music, you know you have to make your own iPod or whatever the hell
I do, but if you pay a premium and you want to hear First Wave, then what the fuck are we listening to nothing but Duran Duran for?
I mean, obviously they want to be successful. You know, the guy
doing
wants
a horrible
to please
job.
you.
Now, look.
80s channel, no good.
Now, listen. There's 80s music.
Right.
Some of the best stuff
What
ever.
is good? What is the
80s.
best stuff from the 80s?
First 2 Joe Jackson albums.
Great
First 2
album.
Elvis Costello. Look Sharp,
Great.
I'm the Man from Joe Jackson. Talking Heads, Graham Parker. All, like, that's First Wave in my mind. And then, but see, what they're doing is they're playing music from an Adam Sandler movie. You know, when Adam Sandler does an 80s music, they're trying to please retarded people who've had their brains pecked out by pigeons. They're horrible at what they do.
I know you're joking because
I'm not,
you know how difficult it is.
There should be a class action lawsuit against the asshole
I listen to Coffee House. I listen to Deep Tracks, and there are certain songs that they play in rotation because they've determined somehow that people like these songs and they want to hear them. And many of the songs, I'm glad they play over and over again. I like them. I like the familiarity.
Does anyone need to hear Union of the Snake by Duran Duran?
Union of the Snake?
Well, someone will find
Sing it to me. Sing me Union of the Snake.
It's unsingable.
You can sing it. What is that one?
The Union of the Snake is... It's that whiny Duran Duran, something about hanging out by the borderline. They're all the same piece of shit song. They're
Maybe you're right about that one.
I don't... It's the gayest, most dated pile of shit in the world, and they never stop. I just jumped in my wife's car the other day, turned on First Wave, here it was, Union of the Snake.
Well, do you know what Union of the Snake is about? Do you know what it's about?
I don't care.
It's about 2 guys rubbing their penises together in a shower.
It just got straighter. You just made it more heterosexual for me.
All right, let's go to something more appealing to you.
All right, Man-Eater from Hall & Oates? That's another one they like to play.
Let's talk about, you've written another book. Are you the most successful man in show business? You've done it all. You've been on The Man Show. You appeared on Dancing with the Stars. You were on Apprentice. And by the way, speaking of Apprentice,
yes,
you say that you were shocked how manly Clay Aiken was with his work ethic and how, he's a gay guy.
What?
And
Working
I think
is a manly thing?
You thought he was you were surprised at his work ethic, weren't you?
No, I was just surprised at like how tough and tenacious. I mean, look, let's be honest. You have your stereotypes. You think Lou Ferrigno,
right,
two-time Mr. Universe, that's the guy who's going to be super disciplined and just drinking protein shakes and doing push-ups and screaming at everyone your last easy day was yesterday.
Right.
And then Clay's going to be like working on his hair and crying and listening to Union of the Snake.
Because you believe stereotypes.
I don't. It's not about believing in them, like we're talking about the chupacabra,
right?
Or or Santa Claus. I know they're true. Like that.
So Clay Aiken comes on there.
That's how stereotypes get started, by the way. Like if somebody says, "Oh, with all these slow German drivers, doesn't that drive you insane?" You go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then it never gets off the ground.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that Clay Aiken became a friend of yours because you admired his work ethic and you admire how tough he is?
You can hang with Clay Aiken.
Right.
Absolutely. I did a show in North Carolina. He came out there with his boyfriend and his brother, but he never said which one was which I found very creepy.
Isn't there a game show in there somehow?
I said,
try to figure out who everyone
both.
is.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
So Clay Aiken became a friend of yours from The Apprentice because, look, you're not a prejudiced guy. You don't care if someone's gay. You just want to see a guy who is who has integrity, who works hard, and that's what's important to you.
I'm fine. Unless you're black, we have no problem.
I see. The podcast. The podcast.
Sure.
You say it is the most successful podcast in the history of podcasts. 70 million downloads, something like this. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, that was a Guinness Book thing. We found out.
Can you prove something like that, or do you just go around making that up?
I just walk around making stuff up.
Because it's hard for me, listen, I'm a traditional kind of radio guy. Sometimes I think, podcast, who the hell is listening to this thing? But you say it's really taking off.
Well, what happened was Ricky Gervais had the record. And then I said, well, what's the record? And they said what the record was. And I said, I think we can beat that. And then you contact the Guinness Book people.
Wow.
And they come out and they verify
You went to all that trouble.
Well, I figured why not have it on your business card that says, most popular podcast in the world.
Makes me want to listen to it.
Fuck Ricky Gervais.
Right.
That guy comes over here, he makes fun of our celebrities. He has sex with our women. He has a couple shots of bourbon, and then he goes back to England and talks about how stupid we are. Fuck that guy.
Do you resent all the other podcasters? Because a lot of them are very unprofessional. I mean, you have a background in this thing. Doesn't it make you angry when, Joe Blow has a podcast and doesn't know what he's doing, and there's ruffling papers in the background and very unprofessional? I mean,
the yeast lady.
Yeah, the yeast lady has a podcast.
Really?
She does a whole show on yeast. So doesn't that make you angry that you're in the same business with the yeast lady?
No, I mean, it's like the same way when you were in terrestrial radio. You had all these, you had ass crack and back sack in the morning, and they're playing their fucking sound effects, and they're giving the timeout every 30 seconds.
It's who you're in business with, and you ignore them and you go on with what you're doing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we're number one. We're doing great, and there's, I don't know, a million other podcasts.
Now, I never got a chance to talk to you about this, but I did read. People don't realize how conservative Adam Carolla is. He is. I would say you're like a libertarian, but you also have very conservative values. And you came out against the Occupy Wall Street people. You said they were a bunch of freeloaders. Tell me about what you were thinking with them, because I didn't get to talk to you about this.
I did what you do. And then what you have to end up explaining, which is, Robin brings up a topic.
Right.
You've had an ass full of it at some point. I don't know what it is. It's it's like Thanksgiving at your parents, and you've had one too many beers, and your mom brings something up, and you just fucking tee off on the old bat. You know what I mean?
Well, I went off on Megan Fox. I didn't like the idea that I can't bring up her pregnancy, but go ahead.
And everyone's like, where the fuck is this all coming from?
Right.
But I've been hearing, I've been getting an impacted ass full of this Occupy Wall Street thing for like 6 months, and then all of a sudden it came up, and I just did 20 minutes on it.
And the gist was that you felt that these were people who were just too loserish to get work?
It's like this.
Yeah.
I understand our system has corruption.
Right. It does.
Yes. It's better than any other system, but it still has corruption. There's always going to be corruption. There's always going to be someone on top with the money who's making friends. Martha Stewart is always going to get a phone call on a Learjet telling her to dump some pharmaceutical stock That's always going to exist.
It's just, you might as well accept it.
And by the way, we would all do it too.
Right.
If our phone rang the day before and it was our guy saying,
get rid of your stock.
Get rid of this Upjohn stock because the herpes medication killed one of the monkeys, you'd fucking dump that shit from your Learjet too.
Right.
And then you'd lie about it if somebody asked you.
So you're saying you got to accept that in the system.
There is that. I come from this. It's people who don't like the government. It's not that people want the government to change.
Your family didn't like the government?
No, they don't like the government.
Was
they have
your
their
mom and dad,
out.
were they hippies of some
My
sort?
mom was a hippie.
So do you hate hippies now?
I just feel like, get the fuck up and get to work. A hippie is a form of depression. They don't know they're depressed. They smoke weed, hang out, and blame the government all day.
Were your parents naked a lot? Like, would they just walk around naked and smoke weed?
No, my mom locked herself in a room and yelled freak out and checked her biorhythm wheel and all that kind of stuff.
And that annoyed the shit out of you.
It annoyed the shit out of me because I'd say, like, hey, could I get a ride to Van Nuys to hang out with my buddy Teddy? And she'd say, let me look at the biorhythm wheel. And then she'd go, no, it's an extra critical day. Sorry, take the bus.
In other words, your life was being ruled by some hocus-pocus biorhythm wheel, and you're trying to live your life.
It's depression, Howard.
You've gone the opposite way than your parents.
Yes, that's what I do. I just call my dad up and I go, Dad, I'm thinking about a real estate deal. What would you do? And he'd go, I'd buy it. And I'd go, all right, it's off.
Yeah, right.
And I just do the opposite.
Take the opposite view.
Yeah, it's like you find out who I'm betting on the Super Bowl and you do the opposite.
Were your parents commune people? Were they?
No, they weren't like crazy hippie. It was like this. Look, my mom was on welfare and food stamps, and the more shit you get, from family members, the more money you lend a family member, the more they resent you. It's not like, oh, you lend them 10 grand and then you get the greatest Christmas gift ever that year.
No.
You don't get shit.
Right.
They take a dump in your stocking that year.
So were your parents the ones that got the loans from their family? And no,
the family didn't have any money.
Right.
They just did the sort of welfare food stamp thing, and then meanwhile never stopped complaining about the government.
Right.
And I was like, you don't pay taxes, and you're taking the welfare cheese, and you're the last person who should be complaining about the government. In Canada, they have universal health care for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, someone has to pay taxes at some point, otherwise we can't have universal health care.
So you think when you look at Occupy Wall Street, are you imagining a whole village of your parents kind of hanging out, complaining, and while they're living off the system? Is that it?
I'm imagining 3 or 4 hardcore people that have real legitimate gripes about the government and about Congress and about how it works and insider training, and then 200 hippies trying to get laid.
Right. Are your parents still together?
Oh,
no. No, they're hippies.
Funny.
They can't stay.
No, my dad's not a hippie, and they broke up like in 74 or something like that.
Are you in touch with your mom, or are you just like disgusted with her?
Oh, no, we talk.
You talk.
Yeah.
And she's still a hippie.
Well, she just doesn't realize, she does that same thing that you hear, like, I think rich people ought to pay their fair share. And I'm like, fuck it. I pay for all you assholes already. You want me to pay for more, you assholes? What do you mean my fair share?
How much is a fair share?
I bought a Predator drone last week, all right? What are you guys buying? You don't pay shit, so stop looking at me telling me to pay my fair share. I paid a fucking ton in taxes.
So you probably were an angry kid growing up, like probably wondering why your mom didn't get a job and your dad didn't get a job. You were
my mom gave me probably did the worst piece of advice you could ever give your kid, which is I said to my mom at some point, because you're naive, you're looking around, you're seeing other families, they have station wagons and things like that, and you go, I don't get it, Mom, why don't you just get a job? If you get a job, also when you're a kid, and they should tell you in junior high and grade school, there's a difference between being a cop, a garbage man, a fireman, and a lawyer.
Right.
Some jobs pay better than others. They'll tell you what pays better, but I just said, why don't you just get a job? If you get a job, then we could get a better car and move into a better place. And she said, if I get a job, I'll lose my welfare.
Yeah.
And she went, use your head, Dick. Come on.
Yeah, we're beating the system.
Yes.
Wow.
Now hand me that brick of cheese.
Oh, my God. You must have had some childhood.
That's amazing. I had no idea this was Adam's background.
Did you write about this in your book, about your background? Because people would be fascinated to know all of this.
It's all in not Taco Bell material.
Not Taco Bell material. The book comes out when?
Today.
Comes out today. Are you excited?
No.
You're not?
No.
Well, I would think you'd be excited about a book of
I'm
your
the same as you. I just want to go home.
But I found it very exciting when my books came out.
You did?
I did. I enjoyed going out and signing them. I mean, it was work and it was a lot, but it was kind of exciting. Something I had written is out there, you know, and you see this completed book.
And you see the people who want to buy it.
And you're an honest guy.
It's satisfying to see the completed book. Like, it's 330 pages. It's substantial. And you go, all right, that's something.
Yes, and could you have imagined when you were sitting at home eating welfare cheese and begging your mother to work that one day you'd have your own book? I mean, that is quite an accomplishment, isn't it?
No, I didn't think I'd have my own moped at that point.
And you were a guy who was not destined for show business. You were a hands-on. You do construction. In fact, on The Apprentice,
boxing.
You're a boxer. There's a story. I think this is in your book. Tell me if I just know this or it's in your book.
All right.
A guy called. You were at a hotel somewhere.
Yes.
And a guy calls your room.
Yes.
And he starts yelling. He had the wrong room, obviously.
No, I had the wrong room. I wasn't in my room. We were just slumming it. We would go to Palm Springs during spring break because I'm from Los Angeles. So it was like 100 miles away. Right. And we just go down there with like a sleeping bag and a pillow, and we just go from party to party and crash out on the lounge.
How old were you?
Oh, I was like 41.
Oh, you mean you were
just
already
looking for pussy?
Is that right?
No, I was 19.
But, you know, people don't, you know, I never used to view you as a tough guy till I learned about your boxing background and stuff.
I wasn't.
You don't look like a tough guy.
I didn't have anything to lose. There's a sort of difference. It's sort of like being in a gang. You know, when you say to the young 17-year-old black kid who's never seen his dad and he's sleeping on a futon, a triple-decker futon with 9 brothers and sisters, and you go, what about college? What if you get shot? And he's like, who gives a shit? You know? And
life is tough.
Well, what about prison? And it's like, hey, that'd be a lateral move.
Right. That sounds like a good opportunity.
Yeah, so for me, I was 19. I was doing construction labor. I drove a shitty pickup truck. I didn't have anything going on in my life.
Right.
And I was bored. And I was walking around Palm Springs, and I went into somebody's room. And it's just like bungalow, like down by the pool. You know, maybe I'd had a couple beers, and I just went in to sit down. The door was open. I was just sitting there, and the phone rang.
Right.
And back in the day, when the phone would ring, like even if you were walking past the payphone and it rang,
pick it up.
You'd pick it up. I don't know why. Like it's going to be for you, Howard. Is that you?
Yeah, and there was a guy, but the guy picked up and he started yelling at you that you had stolen his girlfriend or something.
He just said, "Put Sheila on the phone."
Right.
And I said, "I don't know who that is."
Why didn't you just say to him, I'm crashing in this room. I don't know who anyone is.
I probably because I wanted to fuck with the guy a little.
Right.
I
so you said, I don't know who this is.
I don't know who she is. And he said, put her on. And I said, I'm telling you, I don't know anyone here. And he said, put her on or I'll come down there and I'll kick your ass.
And you said,
come on down.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 2 guys showed up to the room.
Yes.
Almost immediately.
Yes.
And you beat both of them up.
Yes.
You kicked their asses.
It was very Marquise of Queensberry. They both walked up like I had an appointment for a massage.
Well, you invited them
showed
down.
up.
Right.
They knocked on the door. I opened the door. They said, "Are you the guy we're talking on the phone with?" I said, "Yes, I am." They said, "All right, now step outside." I said, "Okay," and we walked out into the courtyard. And he said, "All right, now it's on."
Wow. And
Very
what happened?
nice.
Yeah, and was it a boxing match kind of thing?
It was for me.
Right. And this is probably great for you because you like to practice boxing.
But what size were these guys that you beat up both of them?
You're about what, 6'2"?
Yeah, they were just regular valley dudes, you know. I mean, they weren't. Obviously, dwarfs don't threaten you over the phone and then say they're coming over to kick your ass.
Were you scared at all when these guys showed up at the door?
I didn't care.
You didn't. You had nothing to lose.
Yeah, I had nothing. I had nothing to lose. I'd been beat up in the ring enough and in sparring and stuff like that.
But describe this to me because I really want to understand.
Okay, so the one lead guy says, "Come out here.
Right.
I'm going to kick the shit out of you."
Right.
And I said, "Okay." And we walked out, and his friend.
Now, when a guy says "okay," don't they start to think to themselves, "Hey, maybe"? Don't they try to size you up? But then again, they probably thought, "Well, 2 guys against 1, we could definitely take this."
Plus,
guy.
I was wearing flowered shorts, like super gay '80s, like dolphin shorts. Like I was dressed like George Michael from that Choose Life, you know.
Yeah. So when you get out there, and you make your fists, right? You get your fists made, and they put up their fists.
Right.
Do they charge you? How does it all start?
Well, it was one-on-one. It was me and the other guy.
Dude,
it was the main guy was going to come beat me up, and then his friend was just going to stand there and sort of hold his jacket or something while he kicked my ass.
Yeah.
So his friend sort of stood back about 5-10 feet, and he said, "All right, now it's on." And I said, "Yeah, all right." And he just walked in, and his friend was like yelling. It was like Karate Kid. Like, it's like, "Sweep the leg, sweep the leg." And he threw a sloppy punch. You know, if you box, there's a couple things I could demonstrate.
Yeah, go ahead.
But there's a couple things. One is, if you're fighting a guy that doesn't box or doesn't have any experience with his hands, and now every motherfucker's an MMA expert, so I wouldn't mess with anyone, but this is back in the day.
Yeah, right. Not that many people had any training.
Oh, a fetus would get you into a fucking, you tap out. But no one's, first off, the front arm is no good.
The front arm, the lead arm.
Yes, because that's their weak arm.
Right.
That's their bad arm. So if you...
Is that your... That's my good arm.
Well, no, listen. If you're standing orthodox, which is right hand back... It's your right hand that you're going to throw.
Right, that's
your right
true.
hand, if you're not a fighter, your right hand is 90% of what you do.
Right.
If you're a fighter, I'm left-handed. If you're a fighter, you have jabs, uppercuts, hooks with your bad arm.
That's good, yeah.
But then you throw the cross, and that's your power hand.
Right.
But if you're fighting a guy in the street, these are just tips for your drunken fans. You're fighting a guy in the street, don't worry about the front arm. The front arm's just going to swat, and then the right arm's coming over the top.
Right.
Now, boxers throw a cross, and their cross goes boom, straight down the pipe. Drunken guys from Palm Springs throw wide looping. So, A, don't worry about the front hand, and B, you'll see the backhand coming
a mile away.
Coming a mile away.
Right.
So he did that.
Right.
I just leaned back a little, and then I just went pop.
Right.
And
in
I
his
just
head.
popped him in the face, and he dropped.
Wow.
And then his friend, got up,
Go
and
ahead.
he did the exact same thing, and I popped him in the face, and then he dropped.
So my dad always told me most fights are one shot. It's like
That was it.
If someone gets whacked in the head, they're done.
Yeah.
So these guys go down after one punch, right? They're not
Both
unconscious, but
no, they both
they're,
went down. They both popped up, and I remember saying, "You should get some ice on that."
Right.
And they both went away.
Wow.
That's the fascinating part. After you kick their ass, they don't say anything. They just go, okay.
They're not
that's
looking
it.
for the girl anymore.
The whole agenda ends.
Well,
the girl
problem
doesn't matter.
is you don't want to have lengthy conversations with the guy that just punched you in the
Now,
face.
where do you go? Do you go back in the room that you were crashing, or do you just say, hey, I better just clear out of here?
Oh, I was like, I got to go find my friends and tell them this great story. This was awesome.
Do you ever worry that they're so hurt that they're going to file charges or something? Not that they can. I mean, they started it.
It was back in the day. I used to get into fights, and it was a thing where you both waived your rights as citizens to just go out and fight,
Is that a great I'm not as manly as you, and if I get in a fight, generally I'm the one who loses. So, I mean, is it a great feeling to kick someone's ass?
Yeah. Well, look, the alternative is you getting your ass kicked,
right?
Which is not an awesome feeling. I have been in fights where I've gotten my ass kicked.
Have you? Have you been in a street fight where you got your ass kicked?
Well, I got in a street fight where I was leaving a party. I said, I'm out of here. There was a crazy chick. She was so, here's how nutty she was. I was like 19 or 20, and I wouldn't fuck her. That's that's saying something. And so I was like leaving the party, and as I was walking down the stairs, she said to the 3 or 4 scary dudes that were coming up the stairs, he hit me.
Oh, boy.
And she pointed at me.
Wow. Just out of the blue?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the part of being nuts, I think, is doing things out of the blue that don't make sense.
But lucky you're the victim.
So I'm walking down the stairs past like 4 scary dudes, and I said, she's nuts. And they're like, what kind of pussy hits a chick? And I said, well, I didn't hit her. And they said, yeah? How about we hit you? And I was like, I don't want any trouble. And then as soon as you tell guys you don't want any trouble,
they think you're a pussy.
Yeah. And then I had a surgery on my knee, so I still had these stitches in my knee, and my meniscus repaired. It was a weird thing, and I said, my knees hurt. I said, I would fight you. I would. I'm telling you. But my doctor said no street fighting for like 10 days.
Right.
So
it was written down.
Yeah, I got to know. I literally had stitches in my knee, and I said, I can't fight. And the guy said, I'm going to break your other knee.
Oh.
And I said, okay, well, then let's fight.
Right.
And I said, but it'll just be me and you, right? Not the rest of your friends.
Right.
They did not honor that agreement, by the way. And then just me and the 5 of them went out into the street.
Oh, my God.
And I beat the guy up. And the next thing you know, I felt a bottle breaking on my shoulder. The guy threw a bottle, and it just broke on my shoulder, but didn't do anything. And then I felt a baseball bat, which was on my other knee.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Oh,
Motherfucker came up behind me.
Oh, my God.
And went full swing on the other knee.
Oh, did he break your knee?
No, he hit behind me, like in the meaty part of the flesh, and I just sort of curtsied, and then they all jumped on top of me. And
man. That's a tough battle.
Yeah, I should have seen it coming.
It's your fault.
The thing that was funny is about 5 years later, the dude I fought, it was a big Mexican dude, he moved into my apartment building.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Well, maybe he had some respect for you. Maybe it's like prison, you know? Once you beat a guy, he did. He had respect for you.
He didn't fuck with me.
So, I always admire your honesty. You were talking about David Letterman. Do you go on the Letterman show, or is that one of the shows?
I've been on like 2 times.
But you were critical. You said that Letterman sometimes pretends not to have any money, and that bothers you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
When does Letterman do that?
Well, it's like some guy will come on and he'll be talking about some new car he bought or something, and it'll be a Ferrari, and Dave will go, "That's a little rich for my blood." And it's like, really, $30 million a year, you couldn't get yourself a Ferrari.
You could buy 10 Ferraris and you wouldn't even know the difference in your bank account.
Yes. Yes.
That's true. There's a bit of, I guess, embarrassment. I sometimes suffer from this. If you make a good living, you have a lot of money, sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't want to flaunt it or something. But you're right. The guy's a rich guy, and we all know it. Who's he kidding?
Yeah, it's fine. We understand. You've been on TV for 35 years making, I don't know, millions and millions of dollars.
But you know what surprises me about you? I find you to be not only a great guy, but also very sensible. And yet there's one topic that I think you're a little bit off on.
Let's hear it.
And I'm talking about your movie career. You know, you complain a lot that, like, guys like you say, you mentioned Adam Sandler. He gets to make movies, and you're like, the guys in Hollywood won't let me make movies, and I don't understand why. Why Adam Sandler and not me? But Adam Sandler
I
does.
understand what he does.
Do you? Because sometimes you get irrational about this. I'm going to read you a quote that you said. Will I ever get a chance to make movies like Adam Sandler? No, it's never going to happen. They, the movie people, don't let you. If you're Vince Vaughn or Adam Sandler or Will Ferrell, you do as many as you want a year. Me, I don't get a chance. Now, wait a second. You did have a chance. You made an independent film.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Hollywood works. If you can make them money, they'll put you in the movies.
Well, yeah, but they don't know that. I mean, they'd rather. No, when I'm not whining, though it sounds pretty whiny.
It sounds whiny to me. Yeah,
Step out to the patio.
Well, not me.
No, I'm just saying. Adam Sandler, there's a handful of guys. That's in a response to people say to me all the time, "Hey, we saw The Hammer. We really liked that movie. Why don't you make another movie?" And I'm like, because I don't have $1 million to throw away.
No, the idea would be that you would audition for a movie, find a script, and go audition.
Right.
That's how I imagine. Or Adam Sandler, I would imagine the first movies he did, he had to. He probably had to eat some shit.
Yeah, but you do see the same 5 guys make the same movies over and over and over
because
again,
they're box office.
Right, that's how it works.
That's it.
I'm saying people are naive when they say to me, "Oh, why don't you just go make another movie?"
I see.
I say I can't go make another movie.
Are you teaching you have twins?
Yes.
Are you teaching the twins how to fight? Are you training them?
I've told the nanny to tell them not to drop the right when they're shooting the jab out.
No, seriously, are you? Because I would think, I wish my father had taught me how to box like the way you know. I never learned that skill.
I will hopefully one day work with my son and my daughter and hold the focus pads and just show them how to protect themselves. Just the fundamentals of it. I wish they would, but they don't listen to me. You know what it's like,
right? I mean, it's hard to teach your own kids.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you a good father, or are you a terrible father? Do you like to just check out and not really raise the kids, or are you actively involved?
Do you like the young kids as opposed to the older kids? Are you waiting for them to get a certain age?
Right. A lot of dads
before you interact.
Yeah.
I got to see some pubes, otherwise we ain't talking. That's my take. Show me a pube, we'll talk. That's my thing. Otherwise, you're going to forget all about this shit.
One of the things I didn't know about you, because sometimes I don't know why, you're a handsome man, but I don't think of you as a ladies' man necessarily, and yet you kind of are. You say in your 20s you dated a stripper.
Yes.
And it's one thing to say I'd like to date a stripper. It's another thing to actually date one, and a lot of guys fantasize that must be so great. But you say it wasn't great.
Well, first off, it wasn't great because of the hours.
Right.
Because she would get out of her job at the Star Garden in North Hollywood, or Bob's Classy Lady in Van Nuys. She'd leave at 2:30 in the morning.
Right.
And by the way, that's like you coming home at noon.
Right.
She'd be like, let's eat. Let's watch some TV. Let's hang out.
So it's almost impossible to maintain.
I work construction.
Right.
So I had to be out of the house at 6:30 in the morning. So there wasn't a whole big window there.
But I fantasize that strippers would be incredible in bed, that their whole lives revolve around pleasing men, and to a degree, I mean, they know how to give a great blowjob, a great hand job. I mean, I would imagine sexually it's an incredible turn on, yes?
Yeah. Well, just physically, they're in fantastic shape.
Right.
But there's a lot of issues with daddy.
Right.
That's why they're strippers.
And how does that show up in the relationship? Like, what eventually ruined the relationship with the stripper? Like, why couldn't you marry her?
Well, she was from England.
Right.
And I was in no shape in my 20s.
Right.
I was just a douche.
Right.
I mean, not an overt douche.
But inside you were a douche.
Yeah, I had no business getting married or even having relationships. My family was so fucked up. I didn't really know intimacy. I was just not.
It's funny, your mom was a hippie. You'd think you would know intimacy, but I guess it's a fake kind of intimacy.
It's just I didn't have a great relationship with my mom.
Right.
We were a perfect couple because strippers hate their dads and construction workers hate their moms. And
Do you hate your mom, seriously?
No.
Be serious for a second, though. Do you? I mean, are you angry with her for being a hippie and sort of being a welfare freeloader type?
No, we just never had that kind of relationship.
Right.
And it was also a different time when it was like, look, go outside and raise yourself.
Would you say your mom just didn't know you? She
didn't know.
And made
who
no
I was.
effort to really know. She was more wrapped up in her own hippie stuff.
Well, no, it's really, we talk about hippie stuff, but it's really about depression.
Right.
I believe most of that hippie movement was about depression.
I think you're right.
Sick people is what you're saying.
Because at the basis of it, it was kind of like, hey, man, they couldn't get themselves together. Let's go hang out. They were searching all the time and never really finding anything.
And they were medicating. They were like self-medicating.
Yes.
It was always about, it was about depression. It was about, man, I don't want to cut my hair. I don't want to get up every morning.
Right.
Put on
I
a
want to
suit
be
and tie.
disheveled.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to go into the city. I don't want to do all the shit your dad had to do and other dads have to do.
I'm dropping out, so to
I'm
speak.
dropping out. I'm smoking some weed. And so instead of just going, I'm depressed, I'm going to smoke weed and watch television all day, they go, what's wrong with the system, man?
Right.
And then they go, I couldn't get ahead anyway.
Right.
So why bother getting a haircut?
Do you think that's why you're kind of conservative politically, wouldn't you say?
Not socially. Like, I don't care about, drugs and marijuana and gays and, I'm all for all that shit.
But Glenn Beck called you his hero. Isn't that true? Why would Glenn Beck, to be Glenn Beck's hero is some kind of statement. What did you say to him to make you his hero?
I did not say anything to him. I guess he just picked up on, like, Occupy Wall Street. But I did have an interesting exchange.
Do you get nervous when Glenn Beck says you're his hero?
Well, it's funny because I had people ask me that in the media, and they said, "Look, Glenn Beck loves you. Doesn't that make you nervous?" And I said, "Well, Alec Baldwin loves me. How come no one asked me if that makes me nervous?" And they go, "I don't know why." And I go, "Because the media slanted to the left. Otherwise, they wouldn't ask you about that."
Most people get back to the stripper for a minute because I do want to clear this up. Ultimately, the stripper and you broke up, right?
Yes.
And why? Like, why can't it work with a stripper? In other words, in our minds, we think it would be. Do you get jealous? Is that the thing? Because she goes.
It's like it's sort of like somebody saying, "Would you like Belgian waffles with whipped cream for breakfast every morning?" And you're like 25, and you go, "Fuck yeah, that sounds fucking awesome." And they go, "How about with some pears cut up on it with all kinds of sugary juice on there and everything?" And you go, "Oh yeah." And then after about a month of eating Belgian waffles with whipped cream,
you're ready for
candied pears.
You're ready for just a bagel.
You're like, "I'll blow you for an egg. Just give me a fucking egg."
Would you ever go to the club and watch her strip?
Yeah.
What is it, a turn on?
Yeah.
But you didn't get jealous?
Well, I used to go there. Well, first off, this was, again, it's like 80s flash dance sort of shit. It was like not
fully nude.
There was not like the champagne room where they're just jacking off some chic or something next to you. No, it's not like.
It was back in the innocent days.
It was like barely topless.
Did you meet her at the club?
Yeah, I went to.
That's great. You're the guy who gets to go home with a stripper, huh? You know, you're pretty damn manly. You're beating people up 2 at a time, and you're stripping and all kinds of things.
Yeah, I met her at the strip club.
What, she gave you a dance?
No, what happened was my friend Philip was getting married, and he was having a bachelor party, and they did this stupid fucking thing. If anyone's listening, don't do this shit where you turn the bachelor party into some sort of frat ritual hazing or something. So the best man thinks it'd be funny. Well, let's go see drag queens, and then next thing you know, this guy will be tied up, and I'll have some fat dude.
Another guy's making out with a guy at Lucky Chang's.
You're right. Yeah, that's all. That's great, but we want to see titties. You know. So at a certain point, after we were at the Queen Mary in Studio City, after about an hour of seeing dudes, seeing Divine bounce around with his nuts tucked between his legs, I said, hey, fuck this.
Yeah, let's see some
I know
girls.
a strip club. Let's go. I know the bouncer over at Star Garden. Let's go.
Right.
And I packed everyone up, and we all went to Star Garden. And what happened was everyone just sort of, it was like one of those Tuesday night bachelor parties. Everyone just sort of split, and at the end of the night, I didn't have my car there. Mine was parked at the tranny joint.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, could I get a ride? And
to the stripper?
Yeah.
Wow. And usually they're like, no, you're a customer, fuck you, you're a creep, and then they go home to their lesbian girlfriend, but you went home and you made love to her.
No, I went to a place called Twain's and drank coffee till like 4 a.m. and then I got up at 6 a.m. and swung a hammer.
Wow.
It sucked. But she was different. She was like from England and had a little bit of an education, and it wasn't like,
Were all your friends jealous? All your fellow construction workers? They must have been like, wow, he's dating a stripper. This is super hot.
Most of them didn't speak English. So
you were
there
the only
wasn't
one
a lot of that, yeah.
There's a fabulous story, and I don't know if you put this one in your new book. And by the way, the new book from Adam Carolla is not Taco Bell material.
Does the title have a meaning?
No.
Yes.
Oh. What is the meaning?
I put in an application at the Taco Bell in North Hollywood when I was 16.
And they said, you're not Taco Bell material?
They're like,
oh, my God.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Does that fucking crush you as a human being?
Well, thank God I'd been pre-crushed.
Right.
So there wasn't a line to go.
Yeah, you've been so down that it didn't matter that a guy from Taco Bell... I mean, you speak English, you're a hard worker. Why were you not Taco Bell material?
We never really sat down and explored that, because once they tell you we didn't accept your application, you don't break off and have a discussion group about it.
But don't you feel in life, don't you say to yourself at that point, if I can't get a job at Taco Bell, there's no hope for me.
I better be a hippie.
I better be a hippie, and I should get some free cheese from the government.
It did cross my mind. You can't sink much lower than having them say, thanks, but no thanks. Like, I thought I could just walk in, wipe my ass with...
and they take you.
Yeah,
what did the guy say? I mean, like, what do? You go in, you fill out an application. He looked at you and just said, "You're not." Did you turn him off physically? I mean, what is it?
It was the Taco Bell that was right next to my house, so I could walk over there. So I thought this will be an easy gig.
Yeah.
And it was across the street from my high school, and I thought, I'll just go over there and he gave me an application. I took it home and I filled it out, but I'm not great with the penmanship.
Right.
And I probably put my address where my date of birth should have been.
Hey, this guy's retarded.
That's the guy thought, like, either the guy's had a brain injury or he did it with his wrong hand or something like that. And I turned it in and he just looked at it and he said, we're good.
I can't think of anything more debilitating than being told you can't work at a Taco Bell. It just seems like that's your last resort, but your last resort is there for you. It's your safe job.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, it really is.
That's just a crazy story. Did you ever go back to that Taco Bell guy and say, hey, look at me now. I'm a success. I have my own podcast.
Just want to let you know.
Just want to let you know I have a podcast.
Well, the good thing about the Taco Bell guys is he was 19 and probably there for another 4 months. It's not like those guys are legacies. Like, my dad worked at Taco Bell, and I've worked at this Taco Bell for 41 years.
Oh, that would just crush me. It really would. Well,
no, it did.
Yeah, Adam's book, Not Taco Bell Material, which is funny, is in stores now. When I follow you on Twitter, sometimes you will tweet, get it on.
Yes.
And I say, what the fuck is wrong with that? I don't know what that... I know
what does that mean?
It means I'm supposed to do something, but I don't know. I'm assuming, does that mean you're supposed to call into the podcast?
No, it just means I got nothing to say.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why am I not in on Get It On?
No, it's like when black guys say, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, but you tweeted a lot.
Of it.
You tweeted a lot.
Oh no, like twice a week. I'll just write Get It On. It's just it's all I'm saying.
I feel
to
it's a
people
call
is,
to action.
Oh no, I'm just saying I'm alive.
I feel like it's one of those things. I'm supposed to do one of those mob things where I go and I meet up.
Where's the meeting?
Means nothing. And as a matter of fact, I pretty much just retweet shit that I already said that people tell me I said.
I mean, listen. Let's change the topic for a second. Let's face it. Most people know of you and Jimmy as a bromance, one of the great bromances. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel and you did a TV show together. You're still close friends.
Radio together.
Radio, you go together. They have parties with Tom Cruise and all kinds of things.
He just bought my kids a bouncy castle for their birthday.
He bought the kids what?
A bouncy castle.
What is that?
It's a castle which you bounce in. It
has
in
like
there.
a
It's
big trampoline kind of
inflatable. Yeah, it does inflatable bouncy. You just missed the whole bouncy castle way.
I
did.
You're lucky.
But Jimmy is a great gift giver as well. If you're his friend,
my God,
he's very thoughtful that way.
But have you anchored that thing? Because, the bouncy castle can be taken away by a stiff wind.
I not only anchored it, I moored it. I put it in my fucking swimming pool. I said, kids, I grew up depressed. You're not. I'm taking this bouncy castle. I'm putting it in my swimming pool, and the kids have been bouncing in it in the swimming pool.
What a great dad you are.
Oh, my God.
You want your kids to have something better than you had.
Oh, my God. Listen, I said.
One of the Jimmy stories I had never heard, and this is kind of gross, I thought. That Jimmy and you were, I guess you were working on the Man Show at the time, and you would spend nights sometimes in hotels together and this kind of thing, and you were sharing a room, and you went in to shower, and Jimmy said to you...
We weren't working at the Man Show.
What were you doing at that point?
We were working for K-Rock in Los Angeles.
Even worse.
And you know how radio is.
Right,
You know how fucking cheap and bad radio is.
The worst. So, of course, you're sharing a room.
Of course, we're sharing a room, and we're supposed to be in Seattle covering the Final Four for UCLA, like 1995.
Right.
But we are we're in like Kirkland, Washington, like way the fuck 40 miles
anything.
Out and we're in a motor lodge that shares a parking lot with a 7-Eleven, like where the headlights of the pimp's car shining through your room, and we're sleeping on the same bed. Like it was
awful.
It's awful.
But the story goes that you went to take a shower and Jimmy warns you.
No,
what does he say?
The story goes. He went to go take a shower.
Right.
And this is 4 in the morning.
Okay.
Because we got an hour drive into Seattle, and the show starts at 6 a.m. You miss those days, don't you?
Oh, I hate it.
So he goes to take a shower in the morning, really just to wake up.
Right.
And then I'm going to go take a shower after him. But we're in such a piece of shit flea bag motel that the tub doesn't drain.
Right.
So the water's, up to my mid-shin. It's about 12 inches of water in the tub. By the time, hair floating around. Yeah. By the time he's done, whatever was on him, all the stripper glitter, all the shit is all floating. It's just a slick of sebum and Jimmy at the top of the tub.
Right.
And then I climb into his warm water, and I'm taking a shower.
Right.
And I'm in there just showering off. And, 2 minutes into my shower, Jimmy does a tap on the hollow core door, and he goes, and I go, yeah? And he goes, just a heads up. I beat off in there. Now, I don't know if he was fucking around.
You never know with him, right?
No, you never know, because he has a sick sense of humor.
Right.
But now I'm looking for the Jimmy Jizzberg, floating around in the water.
There's an iceberg, because that stuff stays coagulated.
I'd like to think he was kidding, but I really have no idea.
That story just drove me crazy. You're talking about radio stations. You describe, I think in the new book you describe, radio station refrigerators.
Oh.
I mean, every radio station we worked in, Robin will attest to this, it's disgusting.
Yes.
And like, I remember my mother even coming up to K-Rock, which is a big station in New York, and she was like, don't they put paint on the walls? How are you not depressed every day when you walk around here?
That's
she was shocked.
That's the thing that's crazy. You worked at K-Rock in New York. I worked at K-Rock in Los Angeles, one of the biggest, most influential stations in the world, and they're refrigerator was a piece of shit.
I know.
Imagine if we were in Poughkeepsie somewhere on an AM station. You'd open it. First off, radio people are fucking nuts.
Right.
Like you'd see these notes on the radio on the refrigerator saying, Jan's lean cuisine is in here.
Yeah.
Jan's lean cuisine was missing last week. With the person that stole Jan's in here, like,
Right.
Jan, you make $150,000 a year and you're 43 years old. How about you keep track of your own fucking lean cuisine? I saw a can of Chef Boyardee raviolis with one ravioli in the bottom, and a moistened towel pushed to the top of it. And it's like, these are adults, average age 44, average salary $86,000 a year. Remember the vending machine?
Yes.
You'd see the notes on there, Dear Mr. Pepsi Guy. And then they'd put the date, January 28th, 1997. I put $1 in to get a Pepsi free. I only got 10 cents change.
I
The
demand my
Pepsi
money.
free, yes.
Yeah.
And then hanging around and like
Why
shaking the guy
are
down.
radio people so depressing?
I've said it before. TV people, smart and evil.
Right.
Radio people, dumb and evil. it's real easy.
So you'd rather be in TV. That was your aspiration, right?
I told James Baby Doll Dixon, be prepared.
Right.
Because he only handled TV.
Right.
And when I
That's the
when I
agent.
got into radio, he got into radio. And I said, be prepared. And he said, for what? And I said, it's not television.
Right.
And he said, what? And then he called me about a week and a half in. Jack Silver over at the radio station,
The program director,
called him and started yelling at Dixon because I'd asked for a jar of peanut butter. Because I said, look, in the morning, me and my staff, you're doing a 4-hour shift and you want to have some peanut butter on a cracker or something. We need like a jar of Jif peanut butter once a week. And he was like, that's total bullshit. He called my agent yelling at him.
Why?
Like, who does this prima donna think he is with the peanut butter?
They don't know from that. They're like, bring your own food and
right.
do your own thing. When TV, it's a whole different story. They provide
There's a
meals.
there's craft service, there's a buffet. You
have a story in your book about Rodney Dangerfield, and you didn't like Rodney. You said he was a bit of a scumbag.
Dick.
He was a dick. And I had the complete opposite feeling about Rodney.
Everyone loves him.
I'll tell you why I loved him. No one had ever done this for me in my career. I was on The Tonight Show. I think it was like the second time I'd ever done The Tonight Show. And I get a call at my home from Rodney Dangerfield, who was hot as a pistol at that point. He had the Young Comedian special. He had done all those great movies. The guy calls me at home, and he goes, I just want to tell you that I watched you on The Tonight Show, and I know what you were doing there, and it was brilliant. And he was so complimentary. I was like, wow. Rodney Dangerfield is complimenting me. He took time out of his day. So when you wrote he was a dick, what did he do to you?
Well, first off, I think people have two switches. They have dick mode and they have over-the-top nice mode.
Right. There's no middle ground.
No, they're like Banana Republic dictators. They have, I bought you a golden Cadillac,
No,
or
I've had you.
or I've killed your son. Like, they don't really have an in-between. I like to stay in between.
So you got the one who beheads the son.
He did Loveline. Yeah, he did Loveline on MTV, and I just walked into his dressing room to say what I would do as the host of the show is I would go down and say hi to everyone who came on to do the show.
Which is nice.
And just say, like,
Sure.
thanks for coming on. Say whatever you want. Don't worry about it. You can do no wrong. I would tell him, look, if the show sucks, it's because of me. It won't be because of you. So just have fun. So I walked in. He was probably stoned. He was like in his bathrobe. He was always wearing a bathrobe. And I just said, and he's like, who are you? And I'm like, I'm the host of the show. I just want to say hi. What are you doing? And I'm like, I just want to say hi. Well, why are you here? And I said, I just want to say hi before. Yeah, okay. And I was like, okay, all right. And I left. And then after the show, they did that thing where they go, and we plugged his soup, like Meet Wally Sparks or whatever piece of shit. It was a total piece of shit.
One of the bad ones.
It was a piece of shit movie.
Right.
And we plugged the shit out of it. And then when we were done, they did that thing where they come running up with the camera, and they go, you go, hi, I'm Rodney Dangerfield. Watch me tonight on MTV. And then they do one more where they go, watch me tomorrow night on MTV. You do the quick plug.
He didn't want to do it.
And he's like, I got to get a haircut.
Right.
And then we're like, well, it'll just take a second.
But do you blame him? Wasn't he being protected? Don't you come off like a douche when you go, hey, this is Rodney Dangerfield and watch me on MTV? Sometimes you feel like an idiot.
Well, yeah, but you already came across as a douche because you were on my show for an hour plugging your piece of shit movie.
Well, you got a point there. But you get, like, does Jimmy ever get mad at you? He invited you to a party. Tom Cruise and Tom Cruise's mother was there. You pretended to take you took a football and simulated shitting out the football out of your ass.
Yes.
And Tom Cruise got very offended with his mother, and they left. Did Jimmy yell at you after a party? Can you be trusted at a party? Do you always have to shit out the football? Are you that guy?
Sometimes I shit out a soccer ball or a utility ball. It's not always a football. No, he wasn't very upset. I just think it was about time Tom was splitting anyway. I was pretty drunk, and I did my football end zone shit dance.
What I like about you is, though, you don't take any shit in life. I mean, Kelly Osbourne, and I work with Sharon Osbourne, who I love, but Kelly Osbourne was on your show, and she claimed that she loved to watch World War II History Channel stuff.
I claim that chicks don't know anything about war.
Right.
And that's pretty much, look, why should they? And I said, look, chicks don't know anything about it. If you ever just stop a chick on the street and you ask her about the Battle of the Bulge, or you ask her about Iwo Jima or anything, they don't know anything.
Right, that's a guy thing.
It's a guy thing. And I said, I never met a chick who knew anything about war, even the ones. Like, I'll talk to chicks, and I'll go, what's your dad doing? She'll go, like, something in the Navy. And I'll go, like, what? Oh, he flies a airplane. Well, which one? Oh, I don't know. The A4? I don't know. I think maybe the F4. I think he's a Blue Angel or something. And you'd be like, what?
Well, and they don't know anything.
They don't give a shit.
So you confronted Kelly. You said to her...
I didn't confront her. I just said, chicks don't know shit about war. That's pretty much it.
And she
said she did what stupid people do, which is she begged to differ. She was like, I watch History Channel with my father, and he lived through the Blitzkrieg, and I know everything about war. And I said, oh, really? And she said, yeah. And I go, all right, well, there's the one chick who knows something about war.
Right.
And then I started thinking about, no way. So I
you challenged her.
I said, who were the Allied and the Axis powers? Like, who
stop.
Just the most, and she said, oh, well, that's a trick question. I said, no, that's the easiest question. That's the first question. That's like signing your name.
So do your guests end up getting upset with you on the show because they go, well, wait a second, we're going to be challenged every step of the way by Adam Carolla?
No, Drew. So I said, look, just admit you don't know anything about the war, and because you don't know what side.
That's the basic.
What side the Germans were on, and what side the Americans were on, and the Japanese were on. That's the most basic question. And she said, that's a trick question, but I still know a lot about war.
Right.
I said, you don't know anything about war if you don't know that, and let's just admit you're wrong, and we'll move on.
Right.
And she wouldn't let it go, and neither would I. And Drew was like yelling at me, leave her alone. And I'm like, I'm not.
Sounds like it was good radio, though.
It is, but Howard, you know what I'm talking about when somebody goes, just drop it, just leave it alone, and it's like, I'm not the one who's fucking with this. You don't know anything about war. You're the one who jumped in and said you knew something, and you clearly don't.
Are you still friends with Dr. Drew?
Yes.
You're close with him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And do you like his show that he's doing where he gets the celebrities on and he gets them into rehab and fixes them live on television?
Celebrity rehab?
Yeah. Do you like that, or do you have a problem with it?
I know Dr. Drew well, and I know people have theories about Dr. Drew.
Right.
Oh, he's just a camera whore, and he's trying to fix all these people.
I've never heard that before.
He's only doing it for the money and all that shit.
Right.
But he really does. He's the most sincere guy.
So you have no problem with
you'll ever meet in your life. Yeah, he's the nicest, most sincere sort of what. He's really like Jimmy, and then that what you see is what you get. He is that guy.
Don't you think it doesn't fit with his sincere personality to put people on TV and try to cure them? But do you think does that take you a little bit out of...
Well, he's also a whore. He'll do anything for a nickel.
He's a sincere whore.
Right.
Well, a sincere whore is a nice whore.
But I also say this. It's a fun drinking game.
Right.
Dr. Drew's success rate with like his last 15 celebrities, half of them are dead. The other half are like wandering the beach with one shoe right now.
Some are going to die anyway.
All right, that success rate and the success rate of Nick Cage in his last 15 movies. Like, that's a fun game, right? Like, we could have a 2-hour debate
Who's
and
more
never get to the bottom. Who's less successful?
Right. Oh, my God. And, I do know, I have a beef with Jay Leno, but I know you're very good friends with him because you have that car bonding
the car thing?
You know? I think it's sort of weird that Jay drives around in all those old cars. Like, just get a nice new fucking car.
Do you get in those buggies with him?
I have. I always laugh. I always laugh about it because I see him. I saw him the other day just driving through Burbank in like a Stanley steamer.
Yeah, it causes you to get a lot of attention. It seems like a guy screaming for attention, doesn't it, in your world?
It's weird. I'll say this about Jay. First off, yes, he drives around these crazy cars with wooden wheels that work off of coal and have catgut for brakes and stuff like that. I always said it's going to be funny when he didn't think this was funny.
Right.
But I always said to him, it's going to be funny when some kid has to write a report report on you in junior high in 2045, and it'll say Jay Leno died in a steam car accident, and everyone will go, "Are you nuts? Everyone's driving hovercrafts."
Yeah.
And so here's the thing about
Makes
Jay.
no sense.
I will say this about Jay,
Right.
and I don't know.
And do you fight with Jimmy about Jay? Because Jimmy, you know, don't get him started. He's as bad as I am. He didn't like Jay.
I only know, and I'll be as honest as I can.
Okay.
I only know people from how they treat me. Like, I don't know the insider business stuff or how they do stuff.
Right.
I can tell you this about Jay.
Right.
You can, if you want to know about a celebrity, and you
people
want
said this about Hitler, you know, like they say, hey,
Yeah.
you know, he's very nice to me.
He drove a more modern car.
Right.
The 1939
But go
Benz.
ahead, your relationship with Jay.
You can tell a lot about a celebrity not by the celebrity. The celebrity's going to be nice to you.
Right.
It's their assistant and the people that work for them. If they're scared shitless, then that means that person's a dick.
Right.
Now, if you go over and do Letterman and you talk to his people are scared shitless.
That's true.
They're scared fucking shitless.
That's
like
right.
You go, Dave's upstairs. Can I go say hi? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it'd be a good idea.
It's not going to go well.
Jay, if you call his shop on a Saturday and his guy Bernard answers the phone and I go, hey, Jay, hey, Bernard, I'm with a couple of friends and my kids. We want to come by and look at the Stanley steamer. He'll go, yeah, come over.
Wow.
And I'll go, is Jay there? And he'll go, yeah, Jay's there. And I'll go, you want to check with him? Nah, he doesn't care. Come on over. Now,
There's a
scared
looser
people.
quality.
Yes, when people are dicks, people go, hold on.
Let me check.
Because I got yelled at last time you came over
Right.
with your fucking kids.
You make
so
a good
I will say that about Jay. And he's only been gracious to me. That's
see.
it. That's all I know of him.
Do you and Jimmy bring that up when you're together? Does he ever say, I can't believe you're friends with Jay? Does he ever say that to you?
No, because he understands we both love cars.
Right.
And he understands that Jay is super friendly to me. I was in Atlantic City doing a show 6 months ago, and he called me just out of the blue and wanted to know if I want to catch a ride in his private jet back to L.A. I didn't even know he was going to be there. He's just nice to me. So I don't know if he goes home and beats the shit out of his wife and like stabs homeless people or what he does, but
you
he's
have this
friendly
nice
to me.
relationship with him. And did you defend him when Conan was attacking him and Jimmy was attacking him and I was attacking him?
I think Conan's a pussy.
You do?
I really do.
Yeah.
Because
You should
first
stop
off,
whining
take
about
your fucking $30 million and shut up.
Right.
Number one, nobody feels sorry for you. You weren't a victim. You're a super rich white victim. Like, who gives a shit?
He lost the Tonight Show.
Who
though.
gives a shit? He had it. He didn't get the ratings, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, but
for
don't
him.
you think that maybe Jay being on 10 and having a bad lead-in, and also, you know, that Conan kind of, you know, needed time to sort of establish himself?
Yeah.
And Jay shouldn't have maybe made a grab back for the show. Maybe.
But listen, how much money has Conan made over the last 15 years?
A fortune.
And this whole thing of, well, it's always been my dream to host the Tonight Show.
That's
well,
all
I've
horseshit.
always wanted to play center field for the Yankees and fuck
Not
a
gonna happen.
supermodel.
Get
So
over
what?
it. Right.
You and everyone else in the country. That was your dream. You're rich. You got canned. You can do whatever you want.
You don't feel bad for him.
For Conan? Should anyone feel bad for Conan?
Robin feels bad for him.
Oh, yeah, he's
Please
devastated.
don't
I'm sure
insult
he's in
her.
his fucking mansion in Malibu right now, walking along the beach, feeling sorry for himself.
My favorite story, and I mean, we've gone on so long already, but, you know, that whole Natalie Main story is the best story
That's
ever.
Jimmy at his
That's Jimmy
at his
Jimmy
best.
Kimmel, your friend at his best. Do you remember it, Robin?
No, what is this story?
It's such a great story. I'll start it off. I'll let Adam finish it as the grand finale to this conversation. And we're
Sure.
celebrating Adam's new book that's on sale starting today. Not Taco Bell material in stores right now.
Yeah, this story's in the book. Yeah, this is the greatest story ever.
Adam went on a date with Adam was seeing his wife, but he even said to his wife, hey, you know, you're not going to believe this. Natalie Maines of the Dixie Chicks, who is a big fan of our show and a friend of mine, Natalie Maines wants to take me to the what was it, the Grammys or something.
Yes.
And so everyone was cool with it. So
No, not everyone was cool with it.
But your girlfriend at the time said, okay, you know, I'll deal with it.
I just did it.
You did.
Like,
it.
I
he
just
didn't
said-
really ask
you were like,
permission,
wow,
he just told her.
this is exciting.
I got a call from my agent, and he said Natalie Maines wants you to escort her to the Grammys.
And it's exciting.
And I said, yeah, why? I don't know her. I never met her. And she said she's a big fan of yours, and she wants you to take her.
Long story short, they go out on the date, Robin. And, you know, whatever it is, they go to the Grammys together. For the next couple of weeks, Adam starts to get almost, I would say, stalked by Natalie Maines.
Really?
The first day, Adam gets at his at work. He gets a bouquet of flowers.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's what did the card say?
It just said, "Had a great time, Natalie. Call me."
Yeah,
you know, and it was a problem because I had a girlfriend.
Right.
I was going to say, did you have a great time?
I did, but I had to go to do Loveline. I had to go work that night.
Right.
So I just went to the Grammys and then I left. And it was like one of those things where, like, I told my girlfriend, look, I know you're pissed off, but I've never been to the Grammys. I'll never go again.
And you never get to go with a big star.
And I never get to go. And they fucking won, too, by the way, which I didn't want them to, because when we stood up, I knew the cameras behind them.
Just started making out with her.
I just like high five, Natalie.
And Natalie, and you went. It wasn't a romantic night, but it was just something she admired you and.
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't have a girlfriend, maybe it could have turned into something because she asked me to escort her. I guess she had some attraction.
Absolutely.
So I got these flowers, and so I called her.
Right.
That night when I was driving into Loveline, and she said, "Oh, I'm in my bedroom right now watching you on TV." And I was like, "Oh wow, bitch got it bad for you."
Yeah, right.
Damn,
you're making it.
Do about
where
this?
was she in high school?
Right.
And so and also and then the following, and I said, "Listen, thanks for the roses. That was really nice." And she said, "Yeah, no problem."
Right.
And I said, "You know, I got a girlfriend. But, you know, when you guys come in town, come do the radio show." And she went, "Yeah, all right." And we hung up the phone. Yeah. And then the next day, I got a big, giant chocolate chip cookie. And it said, you know, we need each other, you know, Natalie, you know, call me, you know.
Wow. So that was kind of stalkerish.
Right. And so, you know, I called her up. And first off, I was thinking, as a guy, Howard, you know this well.
Right.
We have no training for avoiding hot, blonde, Grammy-winning pussy.
Right.
It's not like we spent our whole life running an obstacle course avoiding pussy.
You almost can't say no to it.
You don't know how to say no. It's like
it's not in your DNA.
Which in your DNA is like, I wonder if that chick's drunk enough where I could fuck her. It's never like, hey, you take your Grammy and your banjo, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
We don't have that mode.
And so you called her after you got the cookie.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, thanks for all the... You know, and she's hot,
right?
And she's got a Grammy, and she's making millions of dollars, and she's young, and I'm like, you know, and this is like 1999. She's, I don't know, 25, you know, and I'm like, listen, thanks.
I gotta let you down.
I'm punching my penis,
right?
Yelling.
But the third thing you got at work after even saying thank you.
Well, then I got a 6-foot sub. And on the sub, there was a sign that said, "I will not be ignored."
Yeah.
Jimmy claims it was written in mustard, but I can't remember. I thought it was a sign.
It said, "I will not be." Now imagine this. And so Adam's like, "Oh, fuck."
And Jimmy's like, "You better call her. And you better straighten her shit out right now." And he said, "And don't be nice.
Right.
Don't be nice."
Right.
And I said, "No, Jimmy, this is a joke. She's embarrassed. This is her way of, she was humiliated. I'm not going to embarrass her more by calling her." He's like, fuck. He said, "This chick is nuts. You fucking call her right now and you scream at her." I was like, she's embarrassed, Jimmy.
Right.
So the next day I get to my work and there's a box on my desk and I open the box and there's some soiled panties. And I don't mean soiled like grass stains. I mean soiled in a good way. You know?
Right.
And there's a note. There's a note underneath it that said, "We need to fuck now, Natalie."
Oh. Wow.
And,
are you kidding?
Yeah. And I was like, after putting him on my head and doing a couple victory laps, because you know,
this girl wants him.
I had to go into the writer's room with Natalie Baines past talking to him through the leg hole. You know, like, hey, guess whose panties these are? They smell like Grammys panties. And victory to me.
Right.
So when we're done, when I was done with my victory lap, Jimmy's like, "Are you going to call her now? Because this bitch is nuts and she's out of control and she's going to make a mess of your relationship and this thing's spinning out." And he said, "You fucking call her right now." And he got me all charged up and he said, and by the way, you were nice. Don't be nice. She didn't get your little hints before.
She's not getting the message.
Not getting the message, so you fucking lay into her. Right. Call her now and lay into her. And,
so did you do it?
Yeah, like out of a sitcom.
What'd you say?
I picked up she picked up the phone. She was in a pottery barn in Nashville with her mom.
With her mom.
And I was like, "I don't give a shit about your mom, Natalie." And Jimmy was like, "Fucking yell at her." And I was like, "Look, I don't know how many times I got to tell you. I've been laying it out. You're not picking up the, you know, I mean, no, you want to fuck. Everyone wants to fuck. Come on. But listen, I have a girlfriend. What do you want from me? Right. You're fucking killing me over here." And she's like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "Come on with the fucking roses and the panties and the whole." And she said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I said, the panties and the cookies. And she's like, "What the? what are you talking about? Cookies? I didn't send you a fucking cookie. And I said, believe me, I know what's going on. And she said, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I said, look, okay, you don't know what I'm talking about? I said, you sent me flowers. I called you and thanked you for the flowers, and you said no problem. Right. I said, so tell me you didn't send me the roses. She said, I didn't send you any roses. I said, well, why did you thank you? Why did you say thank you then? When I asked you about the roses, she said, what the fuck was I gonna say? She said, Adam, if somebody called you and said thank you for the roses, what would you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, that's it.
Well, put a sugar cube and some water in there. God bless you.
So did it dawn on you what was going on right then and there?
You know, when you've been fucked with for a long time and your reality's been altered?
Yeah.
It takes a little while. There's some gears grinding in your head. It's kind of like when you get your car stolen in a parking lot and you're like, didn't I park here? There's that moment of you wandering around going, what did I
all
park
of a sudden,
here?
you realized, of course, Natalie wasn't even in on it a little bit. She had no idea.
She had no idea what was going on.
And was Jimmy watching you on the phone cracking up?
He was standing on his desk videotaping me.
Oh, you're kidding.
He was standing on his desk holding up a camcorder.
Oh, my God, that's the greatest. Did you want to kill him?
I didn't know how I had 3,000 different feelings going on at the same time. And then the funniest part of the story, which I never even knew about, was later on.
Yeah, how many guys were in on this
everybody.
Whole thing? Yeah.
Everybody in North America but me. And of course, it was 2 weeks of me walking around the office. Like, you see that, fellas? It's called it. It's something
you feel like
the
an
French
asshole.
have a word for it. It's called the je ne sais quoi. You add a little something. It's a pheromone. What can I do? The women love me. You know.
Poor you.
So but she did start it by asking me to the Grammys.
That's
But
true.
Jimmy just
Her
took
fault.
it
Jimmy
and ran with it.
He ran with it. He's got that kind of mind.
The thing that was funny is later on, I never knew this. Jimmy told me this about this 10 years after the fact. He said, you know whose panties those were? I said, no, I never thought about that. I thought you guys just found some panties. You know, I said, no, he said, that was our receptionist's panties. And I said, oh, really? It was a simpler time, by the way, where you could be like, give me your panties, sweetie. We got a joke to pull off.
Yeah, there was no HR department.
And he said, remember that part where you were like sniffing them and wearing them on your head, and waving them over your head, and she was standing there looking like she was going to throw up into her mouth?
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's just so great. Listen, Adam Carolla, his new book, Not Taco Bell. What do you want, Gary?
Natalie just tweeted.
What'd she say?
I love this story. One of the best pranks ever.
It is a great prank. It is great.
It has every element.
Adam's new book, Not Taco Bell. Material is in stores now. We look forward to getting the book. Check out Adam's podcast at adamcarolla.com. You're a great guy. We always love seeing you on the show.
What a wonderful guest.
And thanks for coming in, Adam. We'll take a break, and good luck with the book.
Thank you.
We'll be back right after these words.
It is. It's a great.
On fire, brother.
It's a great fucking story.
That's the best story ever.
It's so good
and
because
that's Howie Mandel said he was going to play practical jokes to me. I said, I don't take them well. Like, I will punch you in the face if you fuck with me. I said, so don't. I don't want to ruin our relationship. I wouldn't have taken that well. I would have gone for sure.
I couldn't. It was so well executed and conceived that I just, it was perfect.
But he does that all day long, right?
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
Is Jimmy Kimmel the greatest prankster of all time? I mean,
I think so.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Stephen Hawking and Jimmy are the two greatest. They're both top three. Jimmy's in the top five. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever get him back for that ridiculous prank? I mean, what have you done to him over the years?
I've really just slowly siphoned money from his bank account through not being as successful as him. So I do the ultimate payback, which is I just slowly, you know, he writes all the jokes, I take all the credit. That's really the way I pay him back.
You'll ruin him eventually.
Oh, he's ruined. Emotionally.
Adam, when you were speaking about Occupy Wall Street and the way people tend to blame the system instead of themselves.
Yes.
What do you think the solution is for the current state of our country and the way things are going?
First off, everyone stop apologizing for everyone who doesn't have a job. Just fucking look. Everybody's here, everyone's working, everyone's busting their ass, everyone gets up at 4 in the morning. Just get up, bust your ass. And there are going to be a certain amount of people out of work, but this whole thing of like, you know, the president sitting up there going, you know, a lot of hard-working folk don't have jobs, and those people don't seem to like them. Stop turning everyone, the people that are paying the taxes, into the enemy. Just everyone get to work. That's all.
What about all the corruption from Wall Street, though, and the
Yeah, there is.
mortgage-backed securities?
There's
and-
obviously there's corruption. There's corruption at Wall Street. There's corruption in the government. But that's going to be there anyway. You still need to get a job.
Right.
Like, it'd be nice if that was fixed. I don't think that's going to be fixed. So get a job. It'd be nice if there wasn't any insider trading. It'd be nice if the banks weren't corrupt. It'd be nice if all that stuff would be great. And I wish it would go away. But it's not going to go away. So get a job.
Thank you, and best of luck with not Taco Bell material. Your new book.
Thank
all
you.
right.
Thank you.
Seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, have the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whack packers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine, and I'm here inside the Black Cloud Diner. Some people were born with lady luck, and everything really seems to go their way. My guest today is the opposite of that statement. Whether he is failing at doing push-ups or being blamed for every audio problem while he stands around watching other people try to fix it, losing bets and wandering the streets of Manhattan in women's underwear, or driving off while an envelope filled with cash still sits atop the roof of his car, he has been an integral part of the show for over 2 decades. Now, recently, and I'm not sure why, we're pretty sure that he has permanently walked away from a very lucrative gig touring with the Ronnie Munn Block Party. He was born with a black cloud over his head, and you really should think twice before stepping foot inside this studio. Whenever there's a f***up, someone, somewhere, is bound to be yelling his name. Please say hello to Scott the Engineer. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to the Black Cloud Diner.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if I agree with that intro, but...
It was all pretty factual, no?
Well, it wasn't complimentary. I
didn't say it was complimentary, I just said it was factual.
All right.
All right.
I'll go with that.
All right. We got a question from Stephanina N. Stephanina asks, what was the deciding factor in leaving the block party? Was it that easy to walk away from $2,500? And will you be filling your now available weekends with family cousins' weddings and B12 shots?
All the above. No, it wasn't easy to walk away, but when somebody doesn't treat you fairly or breaks an agreement they had with you, it's not hard to walk away. I mean, yeah, the money is attractive. But in the end, I decided that I didn't want to be pushed around, I didn't want to be stepped on, and it was worth it to me to just walk away and let them do what they got to do. If they want to screw people over, that's up to them. They're not going to screw me over. So when I thought I had a deal, I didn't have a deal. So I'm not doing it.
I was going to do some jokes tonight, but they don't want me to torture you. So here's Ronnie Munn.
It sounds like, at best, it was a fuzzy arrangement at the beginning. Nobody seems to have anything in writing. It was kind of a confusing situation. I mean, couldn't you chalk it up to a misunderstanding and take the $2,500 a weekend? I mean, that's huge money for a lot of people.
It's very nice money. Again, everybody says it's about the money, but obviously if I walked away from the money, it's not about the money. It's about being fair and abiding by an agreement that we had, or I thought we had, which they admitted we had, and then they just decide to, change it by themselves. So Yeah, it is hard to walk away, but I don't have any regrets about it.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Who can believe you? You always fuck. That's what you
Well,
do. You
I'm
tell
telling
me.
you right now.
Who knows what the you're doing? I don't know. I never know.
Unlike you, I'm telling you.
I never know if you're serious. You never can be serious.
Are you serious?
You're always bragging. Who can believe
In other words, you're off the tour.
They were serious when I didn't go on stage when they wanted to put me on last. Now you're serious again. So when are you serious? I don't know. It's mind-boggling.
The money is good. It won't change my life.
Okay.
So it'll help pay extra, bills and extra money. But hey, I'll survive.
Are you going to do the Sal and Richard and
No.
Scott tour?
That was a joke.
Uh-huh.
We're not doing any. We're not doing any other
jokes.
tour for now.
Question from @TomboySmith. They ask, do you trim your pubic hair?
Like, that's private.
Well, this is Fine Time. This is where we share this kind of expose detail.
Oh,
Give us-
really?
yeah.
You want all the details?
We want the people want to know. Do you trim? You
Let
trim
me show. Well, hold
please
on.
do.
No, no.
Please.
I do. Yes.
You do.
Yeah. It's always you always need to trim. I don't shave. But
Do you use the same
need-
clippers that you use on your beard?
No.
You totally do, don't you?
No, I don't. I don't shave. I told you. I take scissors and I
Okay.
just trim.
Okay.
Okay, I don't, I take scissors because it gets like this long. I should put it on my head.
Excellent. Question from Ketternath B. Ketternath asks,
Yes.
what's the worst technical problem you've had on air?
Not being on air. I mean, when you go off the air and you're trying to figure out why, that's a big problem. So yeah, that probably would be the worst when you can't figure out what's going on, or you get a power failure, or it's just a transmitter. When we used to be on regular radio, transmitter goes down and you don't know what happened. So that's probably the worst.
Those seconds ticking by where you got to solve the
Yeah, I
problem.
mean, everybody's yelling your name, and I'm sure people have heard my name being yelled many times.
Question from Joseph S. Joseph asks, what are your plans when Howard retires?
Well, Joseph, it seems I'm in the same boat as everybody else around here. We're taking it a day at a time. Hopefully, that'll be 3.5 years from right now, as of this date, and hopefully there'll be something that I'll be able to get into. Maybe by that time I'll have started another block party. You never know.
This secondary block party has been, this is not a joke anymore.
One door closes and the next one opens. You know how that works?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know where I'll be.
So you think a block party might be your next step, career-wise?
I don't know. I'm trying to leave that in the mysterious.
Are you really making plans for, I mean, we know, we don't know what's going to happen in 3.5 years. Have you really legitimately, we went through the scare a year and a half ago. Well, what do you think is going to happen next? You got to plan for this stuff.
I have a resume. I'll be into my 60 years.
Yeah.
Little too soon to retire. I probably need another 4 or 5 years of work before I could retire at the end of this deal. I really don't know. Hopefully I can remain in doing what I'm doing in some capacity somewhere. If not, I'll come to McDonald's and I'll cook some burgers. What can I tell you?
Excellent. Maybe go back to the weddings.
There you go.
DJ.
I'll be DJ. Yeah.
Ann H. asks, I know you seem to feel disrespected by the people you work with. Do you also feel disrespected by the fans?
No, when I did all those block parties, the fans are great. I mean, they could have been better. They love the show. They love everybody on the show. No, I can't say that. No, not at all.
You like the fans.
I love the fans.
You like stopping, taking pictures, autographs. You're into it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's fun. It's really good. So, yeah, I love when the people are excited to meet you, and most of them are genuinely excited. I don't know why, but most of them are, really nice to deal with, and I love all the fans.
Good. Sean A. asks, when you say you're joking, are you joking that you were joking, or what the are you talking about?
I don't know. Sean, what am I talking about?
That's what I want to know.
I have a very dry sense of humor, and once you get to know me, I guess you get it. But when I say I'm joking, I'm joking.
I heard through the grapevine you're trying to organize Scott the Engineer's block party.
No, that was a joke.
It seems like a really, and I say with great love as a friend, it seems like a good way to get out of a situation to just play it later and go, I was joking. I was joking about that. But I don't know if I always believe that you were seriously joking.
Okay.
Is it a good?
Maybe I'm a good actor.
Is it a good defense mechanism to just say I was joking and get out of something?
I maybe have used that once or twice as a defense mechanism, but I think most of the time, like the Black Cloud tour was literally a joke.
Okay.
That was it was just something I threw at Sal and Richard. They were sitting there. I go, why don't we just start the Black Cloud tour?